We'll call everybody and tell them I am here to give you the true story. Once I was young, but now I'm no longer young. However, it is very difficult to agree with the facts. Now my mama is telling me not to go out at night, and I'm trying to explain not going to be wrong. She's so overprotective, but I understand it's love. One day I will have some kids by my name. I'm worried where I am telling my mama that it will be the same I tell my kids. It's so real to face it, even if it reaches down like a dream. But through the years, I've been wondering once again, back to the seasons of my youth. I recall the box of rags that someone gave us, and how my mama put the rag to you. There were pieces of many colors, every piece was small, and I didn't have a coat, it was way down the fall. Back through the years, I've been wondering once again, back to the seasons of my youth. I recall the box of rags that someone gave us, and how my mama put the rags to use. There were rags so many colors, every piece was small, and I didn't have a coat, it was way down the fall. And my mama sewed it with love, every piece, and she sewed and blessed it with a kiss. The coat of many colors that mama made for me, made only from rags, but I was so proud of. Although we had no money and everything what we need, but in my coat of many colors that Mama made for me. Inigweta kayumenya igena munoniwe todu chikagawe aukanye da higoshode irio ciakwa iria ndĩaga maĩ marĩa nyuaga ona nguo ikwela yanga ina cheri sukari litama yanga ina mobali na Shue na mobali nangai akomeka ketokopeta mama akomekate akokate bataka elongange onga inda yaho na yebinkombo ya bandate o yanga inda yaho liba yango ya bo bandate ae. Anywe moka yagira ritwa rĩa Jehova muke muririkanagia maũndũ mwĩthino menyai mũhurũke. Anyumuka yagira ritwa rĩa Jehova muke muririkanagia maũndũ mwĩthino menyai mũhurũke. Maneno ya kinywa changu wacha yatawaliwe na wewe Bwana. Maneno ya kinywa changu wacha yatawaliwe na wewe Bwana.
And then sasa tuingie discussion. Tutaenda ukishamu introduce then welcome hivyo. Sisi na sisi tuingize viti. Si ndio? Tuingize viti tuanze discussion. Tutasema discussion tumoche tena ende.
Nilalapo na niamkapo, Baba mimi naomba unitawale. Nilalapo na niamkapo, Baba mimi naomba unitawale. Maneno ya kinywa changu wacha yatawaliwe na wewe Bwana.
Unaona si normal kutoka tiko. Amazing stuff. Welcome to the show, Paul.
Thank you.
Hey manze, hapa bado hujaisahau.
Bado sijaisahau.
Uko tu sawa. A very big welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's a beautiful night hapa ndani ya Showtime Cinema Nyeri, and of course we are starting the show in style. I promised you Paul atakuwa tu ule msem noma, amefanya venye na imekuwa iko sawa manze. Thank you for gracing the show.
Welcome.
Of course, follow us on our social media platforms. Tuliwaambia pale Facebook, Showtime Cinema Nyeri. On all social media platforms, by the way. From Instagram, TikTok, FB, pale YouTube. Make sure unaingia hapo, alafu unatutumia shoutout. Tunajua venye kunaenda. Right about now, naona kuna watu wameingia. People are loving the show, by the way. Naona Jack akisema ako ndani, by the way. Na anasema, wewe mseni mnoma. A big shout out Jack, of course, following the show. Alafu tuendelee kuitana. Let people know here in Nyeri manze we are having a thing each and every Saturday night. So musiwai sahau hapo. Of course musisahau tutakuwa na the sports segment a little later. But first things first, tutakuwa tunaingia pale kwa kudissect what has been happening all week long. All the tea, all the gossip, we'll be discussing it hapa. And of course with my co-host Washera Eva, who is going to be coming in here. You'll also be joining us kwa panel, si ndio? Sure. Unafaa ukue hapo. At least tuongee one tujue wewe in your views, kama ni kule Shakahola, kama ni wapi, kama ni nini. Give us some insight tujue pia Paul anafikiria aje about this. And it's the first time we are actually having a Mokorino on set. Unajua watu wanaonanga it's like you're not people. It's like you can confirm to them you're human, you're kawaida. Of course I'll be your host, Moturi Ed. Nasemanga let the gentlemen waniite Moturi. For the ladies unaeka mwa hapo mbele unaniita Moturi. Alafu mambo inakuwa sawa. Na nakuanga nikirepresent Romantic Men Association. Mimi ndiyo chairman. Yani mimi ni mtu nikidate. Msupa wangu anikasirishe na mweka kwa SGR. Tunaenda Mombasa, naenda kumkelelesha huko. Unaget yani? Yani mimi ni romantic hivyo. Hata Paul amebambika na hiyo story. Tulisema labda mlikuwa mna expect tall, dark and handsome, lakini mimi ndiyo niko. And we are representing hivyo manze. So Stingy Men Association, Fair Eating Association, wote tunawa welcome to the show. Itakuwa kubwa, it will be beautiful. But right about now I guess I'll call Washera Eva. Ako wapi huyu kwanza akuje hapa hivi? My co-host Eva. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Hi Paul. Naogopa kofia yangu bana.
Umeona Paul amefika
Ni kweli. Karibu sana, you looking good. Thank you so much for having us here today. It's always a good time. Na when you wanna watch tafadhali, I hope you're enjoying yourselves and I hope you're going to subscribe to this channel and I hope you're going to enjoy yourselves throughout the night. Manzo, we got so much lined up for you today.
So tell them who you are. No, I didn't give you a proper introduction.
Okay.
I didn't give you a proper introduction.
Yeah, okay. My name is Eva Washirage Konyo. I'm well known as Eva Washirage Konyo. I'm also a content creator and kwa hii show mimi ndio tunakuwa tukidissect mambo yenye inaendelea kwa hii nchi. Before I continue, Eddie, unaweza ni allow kidogo niseme kitu about what I do. And kuna show fulani na happen kesho manze. Pennsylvania University maziwa na kuja kesho.
Ati where? You have gone international and left me in the village. My co-host, you're leaving me in the village.
Sasa tunakuachaje? Si utakuwa tu huko.
I'm invited. Na hiyo ni ya force by fire. So tell us more.
Okay, so we are discussing mental health. We're discussing mental health kesho with Dubs Africa. Tutakuwa mimi Dubs Africa na Pennsylvania University. We are so honored to have them. Na msisahau kila sato at Showtime Cinema tunakuwa na mental health talk. Inakuwa free by the way, unakuja na bonga story ya health. Naambiwa sound yangu. Okay, sawa. Sorry guys. So as I was saying, tomorrow we are having Pennsylvania University coming to Showtime Cinema. Manze tutakuwa tunaongea mambo ya mental health. Na tutakuwa pia na Dubs Africa, so wase huko nje kama utakuwa available, kama utakuwa kunyeri, travel all the way. Let's talk about mental health, especially saizi kuna mambo ya inflation na kila kitu ina happen kwa country yetu. Ni vizuri sana tuangalie mental state ya wase. So kesho manze show up at Showtime Cinema, ukama zetu bonge, na every Saturday tunakuwa na Dubs Africa tunaongea mambo ya mental health. So subscribe to this channel, utacheki hizo video. Yes.
So in short, you're saying we'll be having wazungus here?
Yes.
All the way from Mayolo. I'll be trying my luck tomorrow. Let it be known. I will be going international. Labda kuna kamlami katahurumia hii jamaa. And the next time I'll be waving you goodbye nikiwa pale kwa nikifly out manze.
Ndio tuko Africa, ndio tuko. Please tosheka Edi.
Manze mnatupeleka mbio. Siheri niende hata niekwe na mumama majuu.
Acha bana, wewe acha. Edi.
So it's gonna be a good show, and I'm thinking I guess we should just allow Paul 1 or 2 more songs, then we could get straight to it, the trending topics, so that we can even allow our watu wanatusaidia hapa, they set up for us, so that mambo ikuwe tu ni moto juu ya moto. Thank you so much Paul. I guess 2 more beautiful ones. Can I make a request?
Yes, please.
Haya. Was it higher? Higher. Yes.
That's a good one. Thank you. We'll see you later.
Keguri ati nowe tunyendete, ndo waku no uhe tene na tene, matuko makwa mothe muthiru ciuna oke, ngoro iro igacuke hariwe, reke nguri ati nowe tunyendete, ndo waku no uhe tene na tene, matuko makwa mothe muthiru ciuna oke, ngoro iro igacuke hariwe, haya utire kendo kega ta wendo wa ma, kairitu we mwega we ngoro ta ya mwana, we mundu we utana, we mwendi twana, gutire mundu hana tawe, gutire kindu kega tawe ndo wa ma, kairitu we mwega, we ngoro ta ya mwana, we mundu we utana, we mwendi twana, gutire mundu hana tawe, haya 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 haya. Haya 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 haya. Oh, Todi Senzen, what shall we do? Tingadi Sinzija, what shall we do? Oh, Todi Senzen, what shall we do? Tingadi Sinzija, what shall we do? Vino rwanzaze kurera rufumu mawoko, chadiwi nao utachiwana. Vino rwanzaze kuchengeta rufumu mawoko, chadiwi nao utachiwana. Oh, Todi Senzen, what shall we do? Tingadi Sinzija, what shall we do? Oh, Todi Senzen, what shall we do? Tingadi Sinzija, what shall we do? Baba baba tapa murere basinararamo, chadiwi nao utachiwana. Baba baba tapa murere basinararamo, chadiwi nao utachiwana. Oh, Todi Senzen, what shall we do? Tingadi Sinzija, what shall we do? Oh, Todi Senzen, what shall we do? Tingadi Sinzija, what shall we do? Special dedication to all those watching. Malaika, nakupenda malaika, malaika, nakupenda malaika, nami nifanyeje? Kijana mwenzio, nashindwa na mali sina we, ningekuoa malaika. Nashindwa na mali sina we, ningekuoa malaika. Kidege kukuwaza, kidege, kidege kukuwaza, kidege, nami nifanyeje? Kijana mwenzio, nashindwa na mali sina we, ningekuoa malaika. Nashindwa na mali sina we, ningekuoa malaika. Malaika, nakupenda malaika. Malaika, nakupenda malaika. Nami nifanyeje? Kijana mwenzio, nashindwa na mali sina we, ningekuoa malaika. Nashindwa na mali sina we, ningekuoa malaika. Wenda kwa lioro wa mwendwa wakwa, ucio wanyendire ona itamui. Riria ndatoire njohetwo ni mehia minyororo ya, ucio ni Jesu muruthi wa Juda, niwe njeteria nene baba. Ucio we wiki nowe nie nyonaga, akirite arata kwa ngiri 10. Kiambĩrĩria mwe akĩonwo nĩ Johana, ũthiũ wake wahenagia ta mwaki, atuĩkanagia mĩtĩ ya mĩtitũ, irĩma nacio cia mũigua ikainaina. Ũcio nĩ Jesu mũrũthi wa Juda, niwe njeteria nene akĩwarie, na nowe ihũa rĩakwa rĩa gĩtuamba. Ũcio we wiki nowe niĩ nyonaga, akĩrĩte arata kwa ngiri 10. Ũcio we wiki nowe niĩ nyonaga, akĩrĩte arata kwa ngiri 10. Jesu agiuka to muthi ndimwone agiuka, ndaruta iratũ ndorete na kũrĩa rĩ ndengeretaga caũ kiugagĩrĩria ndĩmũhĩmbĩrie na ndĩmũgeithie wega Jesũ agĩũka to mũthĩ ndĩmuone agĩũka ndaruta iratũ ndorete na kũrĩa rĩ ndengeretaga caũ kiugagĩrĩria ndĩmũhĩmbĩrie na ndĩmũgeithie wega ndĩmwĩre Jesũ witũ my brother twara kwĩ baba witũ ngaikare nake ndĩmwĩre Jesũ witũ my brother twara kwĩ baba witũ ngaikare nake Gĩkeno gĩakwa nĩ atĩ arutwo ake arĩa magiragia hutio matiĩkorwo ũguo ngakorwo ndĩna wĩyathi wothe kũhutahutia Jesũ na kwaria nake Gĩkeno gĩakwa nĩ atĩ arutwo ake arĩa magiragia hutio matiĩkorwo ũguo ngakorwo ndĩna wĩyathi wothe kũhutahutia Jesũ na kwaria nake ndĩmwĩre Jesũ witũ my brother twara kwĩ baba witũ ngaikare nake ndĩmwĩre Jesũ witũ my brother twara kwĩ baba witũ ngaikare nake Gĩkeno gĩakwa nĩ atĩ arutwo ake arĩa magiragia hutio matiĩkorwo ũguo ngakorwo ndĩna wĩyathi wothe kũhutahutia Jesũ na kwaria nake ndĩmwĩre Jesũ witũ my brother twara kwĩ baba witũ ngaikare nake ndĩmwĩre Jesũ witũ my brother twara kwĩ baba witũ ngaikare nake alilililili na haleluya nĩkũiguĩka kwa baba Jesũ acoka na woi 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 korwo nĩ ndoĩ cigwĩke gwa caitani na ngombo ciake alilililili na haleluya nĩkũiguĩka kwa baba Jesũ acoka na woi 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 korwo nĩ ndoĩ cigwĩke gwa caitani na ngombo ciake nĩkĩho Jesũ witũ my brother twara kwĩ baba witũ ngaikare nake na nokĩo Jesũ witũ my brother twara kwĩ baba witũ ngaikare nake Kĩrĩa gĩtũmaga mũndũ wothe aritũhĩrwo nĩ rũgendo nĩ gũkorwo ndoĩ kũrĩa arorete ona kũrĩa arathiĩ ũguo no taguo rũgendo rũrũ rwa mũciĩ wa matu-inĩ gũtarĩ na Jesũ mũtuonia njĩra tũtingĩtota nĩ gũthiĩ tũthiĩte tũrĩ tũtigũikara rĩngĩ mwathani nĩokĩte atũnyite guoko ithuĩ tũtirĩ oiki nĩ gũthiĩ tũthiĩte tũrĩ tũtigũikara rĩngĩ mwathani nĩokĩte atũnyite guoko ithuĩ tũtirĩ oiki ona ngĩhoka ithe amũnyite guoko amuonererie njĩra geragĩrio harĩa hatarĩ ũgwatio harĩa gũthiĩ akinye ũrĩa ũnyitĩte na njitagwo guoko akonererio njĩra na harĩa ndĩrathiĩ nĩ harĩa njoroteire ngũthiĩ nginye nĩ gũthiĩ tũthiĩte tũrĩ tũtigũikara rĩngĩ mwathani nĩokĩte atũnyite guoko ithuĩ tũtirĩ oiki nĩ gũthiĩ tũthiĩte tũrĩ tũtigũikara rĩngĩ mwathani nĩokĩte atũnyite guoko ithuĩ tũtirĩ oiki ithu ciakwa tigai guthekerera riria muona nie ngwite uria wohanaga rio hakuhi na nie niguo njukirie ona ndangireka nguraro iria ciothe nguraritio ni thu ituike gitugi gia kuonana giririo ni amukwa niguthie tuthiete aturi tutigũikara ringi mwathani nĩokĩte atunyite guoko ithuĩ tũtirĩ oiki nĩgũthiĩ tuthiĩte atũrĩ tũtigũikara ringi mwathani nĩokĩte atunyite guoko ithuĩ tũtirĩ oiki ahonirie mũndwa ngĩmwĩra ume ũkeonanie kũrĩa andũ gĩũkĩanagĩrĩro kĩhunjagia ũrĩa mwathani agwĩkĩire na niĩ nĩnjĩkĩirwo rorai muone ũnene wake nĩ mũingĩ nĩgũthiĩ tũthiĩte atũrĩ tũtigũikara ringĩ nĩgũthiĩ tũthiĩte atũrĩ tũtigũikara ringĩ mwathani nĩokĩte atũnyite guoko ithuĩ tũtirĩ oiki nĩgũthiĩ tũthiĩte atũrĩ tũtigũikara ringĩ mwathani nĩokĩte atũnyite guoko ithuĩ tũtirĩ oiki.
Wow. Hey, wacheni niwaambie, talent galore. Awesome. Welcome to the show, Paul. It's nice that we are having you tonight. And hatujaipata actually mtu anaplay Mugithi hivo hapa. Uongo yako. Umesikia haya venye haya. Hey, manze, amazing stuff. And of course, keep the requests coming. Ukitaka kuimbia country music, uko sawa, si ndio? Ukitaka Mugithi, uko sawa. Ukitaka, yani whatever it is your request is.
Bora isikuwe tempting.
Bora isikuwe tempting. Oh, sorry, mishap. Easy mambo huwa zina happen, don't worry. So Paul, let me give you this chance to introduce yourself from Nyeri to the world.
Thank you so much. First of all is to greet everyone who is watching us. We have live audience here. We have people who are watching us online. We appreciate, and personally I do appreciate so much. I also want to appreciate Showtime Cinema for what it have done to me and to my fellow artists, to my fellow great people in this world. It's only that many people don't know that what we have, unless showed to the world, then it will never be known. And maybe some people, that's why they die and they are covered with soil. Not because they deserve the soil, but it's simply because they have covered the most important things. And those people who are left living, they figure out maybe they may germinate again. We believe that they have germinated maybe in people like myself and others. So, as I have said, my name is Paul. I've been the visitor of today, and I really appreciate Showtime Cinema, the audience, the online family. Thank you so much. I have not much to say.
Well, you don't have much to say, but much you have said. I'm sure when people at home are wondering, hey, kizungu. Mokorino na hiyo kizungu yote. I'm sure there are people who are already in shock pale nyumbani. Najua Beldina umepigwa na mshangao. Vibaya sana. And it's like that. Wow, Paul, wonderful. Hebu kwanza tuambie, by the way, hii kizungu yote imetoka wapi? Ni primary, ni high school, ama ni tertiary after that? Because the primary I went to, you cannot.
Well, I think a lot of people have been asking the same question, but I have to be honest with you today.
Yes.
You and I know that except Kiswahili, all the other subjects we were doing in English. All the other subjects. We must agree with that. So if you don't speak in fluent English, then that simply means you are running away from your own existence, which is very wrong. I would like to say this to you, maybe to add a point there. If CBC, and I want to say this, probably may reach to the government. If CBC was created to help the people of Kenya only, then I would suggest probably to be having maybe another language other than English. But unfortunately, we are still proceeding with the same language. So you trying to tell me that it sounds funny or weird, I will wonder, then what are you living from? Then if you tell me that the life from school is not the life in the world, then why are we going to school then? We take what we took from school and then to their life today. And that's what I believe personally.
Well, I have just been schooled. I have just been schooled. And by the way, it's true. All the subjects apart from Kiswahili were taught in English. And I can only imagine chemistry ikifunzwa kwa Kiswahili. Kwanza hata sijui zinc na Kiswahili ni nini. Ama potassium permanganate. Ikichanganywa na H2O, hiyo ni maji. Ikichanganywa na maji inaleta ile udamu ile ile ya kanyari ile. We Kiswahili When did it start?
That's great. I would say, first of all, I'm born from an... Now that one we take from, for those who have done automotive, we take them from vehicles and then we make them instruments. So we call it karingaringa. It's, no, we have not. So I would like to say that music to me was something else.
Yes.
I figured out that it's not only that. When I read about how David played the guitar from the scriptures, I figured that, and I would like to do the same. When you touch strings from the guitar, it sounds good. I know that there are people out there who can play far much better than I do. But promise you, when I play the way I do, it makes me happy, regardless of the environment or where or what I am doing at the moment. So I love instruments, specifically guitar and drum sets, so much.
So that means you can play a couple of instruments, musical instruments, and of course you've told us this started from pale ukiwa mdogo, coming up. Maybe do you only sing gospel music or even secular? Ama what's your genre?
I'll be honest with you. A lot of stereotypes have been out, and I think that's one of the topic we ever hosted with Washerage Konyo when she first hosted me. Stereotypes is when you just see me and you have already judged me from that physical appearance. And to me, I believe that the one who taught me guitar was love songs oriented. For those who know how to play instrument, you will know that love songs take a lot of minor chords. I mean, it's more sweet, right? But the Kegosho thing, it takes like maybe 3 chords. Maybe some people who understand music will understand what I'm saying. So I loved love music. I loved reggae. I loved country music. So I came to find that I'm in love with all types of song as far as they are not abusive. Okay? By the way, I'll be honest with you. Those who assumes to be so heavenly and they cannot sing maybe the songs like the higher, right? They feel like they are, it is naive, or rather it is not right. But then they will go to their wives or their girlfriends and tell them, then what is the difference? They have just said the same and I've said in a song. So I'm not trying to compare that and say that, when you contrast, I'm right. No. But I love what I do and I feel within me I'm not wrong, regardless of the stereotypes.
Wow. So for those who expected that because of how he looks, he cannot sing love songs, well, even Bahati and Willie Paul walisema God is love. So when they're singing about love, they are singing for God. So I think basically Paul has said the same. And I believe that is the case. God is love, and love is our language, which is very good. Now that we are talking about love, Paulo, kama ule mtume, are you single? Are you dating? Mokorino anaweza kuwa romantic. You know people wanafikiria maybe tell us kuna is there a better half somewhere?
Man, you are putting me in a hot soup, you know. My sisters might be watching this, and even my pastor. Unfortunately, I sent them the link, so you don't have to put me in a hot soup anyway. So, but I will be honest with you. I'm over 24 years. So that simply means that at least I'm looking forward to marry. But you know what process begins? Yeah, exactly. So I'm in the process.
Well, as you've heard, Paul hayuko soko. Sisi tumekuwa soko for the longest time, ni kama hata tuko karibu ku expire. We, si mtu anitoe soko. Me and Simon, we are suffering. Tulienda saidi ya Kitunguu, bado tunalia. After that, tukaenda saidi ya Ndimu, we are suffering. So, Pastor Paul, if you're watching, thank you for watching. A big shout out to you. So, maybe this is a question we actually had sitting and decided. Lazima tuulize wasanii, especially now that we are focusing on grassroots going up. Paul, does music pay? How much have you earned with your music?
Oh my goodness. That's a great question, but also covered with a lot of assumptions. Many people, or rather most people, if you start music with an aim of earning, unfortunately you may not earn the way you expected. But if you may start music because it is within you and you feel like it's something that makes your soul, that is the first thing in hand, then it pays. I'll be honest with you, I don't have to say it all here, but I have bought, through music, some instruments that I fully own, probably worth of around, okay, I'm afraid someone...
Just say, live, exclusive, here, Showtime.
Yeah, they are worth much. Let me not mention the money, but they are worth much. If you can know the price of a full set of drums, some electric guitars, so
you're talking about 300 plus.
Please do not put words in my mouth. I did not say that. He said it.
Wow. So music pays. Please, Slay Queens, keep off. Kijana amesema ana date, looking forward to getting married. Yeye amesema si pesa ako nayo, lakini amejaribu, make effort, ako na equipments, which is very good. Of course we cannot finish this interview bila ku appreciate hii luku.
Thank you.
Hii luku ni safi, all white, nini African. Manze, you're looking nice, I'm sure you all didn't expect that, but tuliwaambia only on Showtime live. So saizi umesema mziki inalipa. What next sasa? Now that tumeanza mashow, nimesikia uko poa Mugithi. Do you get these calls? Do you get kunaenda aje? Maybe you can tell us.
Yeah, but the calls that I've been getting so much are for, I'm asked, do you have a band? Like a group of people who are willing to play together. And unfortunately, many people have not been willing to join the band at the cost of fast not earning. Many people are willing to earn. So I'll be honest with you, the market is so big. Actually, it is the workers that are less. So the market is so big. Now, you also asked about what next from this. I can be honest with you. If today you would ask me what I'd like to be granted, my wish is to move out of Kenya because it is so nagging to me. I remember sometime I went to a government office. This is serious now. Thank you. So, I went to a government office, and when I was like trying to address my issue, thank you. So when I was addressing my issue, I used the official language, which is, and I said again and again, it's not that I'm not able to use other languages, but I believe it's one of the comfortable languages that I can use. So, I believe that when they listened to me, or rather when they heard me, they kind of expected me to change. And sorry. All right. So they kind of expected me to change and maybe use a Swahili or probably vernacular. But when I didn't use it, and then I proceeded, and they were like, "Yeah, it's okay. We can go with that." They kind of laughed so much after that when I got out, and I figured out that it's something so bad that I didn't like. But I believe that it will, maybe sometimes it will end, or rather good people and nice people who understand what our world look like will definitely get into those offices and serve people in all genuinity.
All right. So much insight. So we are looking forward to everything. We'll be here, we'll be watching. Make sure you tag us. And mambo itakuwa sawa. You can hear me? Social media platforms before we move to the next segment.
Thank you. I once had a page. I don't know whether it's still living. Maybe I go and see about it. But I have a YouTube channel, Paul N Wanjiku. That is the name of the channel.
Who is Wanjiku?
My mom.
Oh.
Yeah, my mom.
Paul N Wanjiku.
Yeah, Paul N Wanjiku. Like capital N. Paul, capital N Wanjiku. So N is my median name.
Oh, wonderful.
So then my surname is my mama's name. Unfortunately, Dad went his ways. Let's not talk about that now.
Oh,
but,
sorry.
So Paul N Wanjiku is my social media platforms. Probably if you search there, I have been holding a lot of talks there, motivational ones, maybe musical. I do everything that I feel like I'm supposed to do before I get out of this world.
And by the way, let's talk motivation. That is also something else you do apart from being in music. Maybe just a little bit. Where, to who?
Well, to anyone who is willing to listen to me. And that's the reason I said that is because I cannot be able to classify and say maybe kids or teenagers or old men or women. It is anyone who feels like, you know what, Paul, whatever he is saying, it's adding up. I'm ready to listen to him. And if you are ready to listen to me, then I'm ready to give it to you.
Ah, wow. He's ready to give it. Yeah. I hope mumesikia hiyo. So now I guess we can carry on to the next segment, which is on the trending topics. And already I can see the gang is seated. Of course, we decided lazima Paul atakuwa in this hiyo kizungu tusikie. Of course, Eva Washera, it's always a pleasure to have you looking nice, the heart going on nini. Hadi Edu mkamvalisha kama kijana ya tauni. Which is very nice. So a lot has been happening this past 1 week. I don't know, wewe umekuwa wapi? Unajua nilikuwa nimesikia unaolewa. Unaniwacha?
Guy, what? Nilikuwa naolewa na nani ataka kuona saa hizi na economy. First of all, before you even continue, Paul, that was an amazing show, manzi. We really enjoy your music and how you put yourself out there and how you help many people. I myself have had an interview with Paul, and I'm telling you guys, if you listen to his talks, if you listen to his music, he's also a teacher of music, and I'm sure meambiwa say, sorry I missed out on the story that you're saying, but I know that people out there have benefited from what you said. Yeah, thank you so much. It's an honor to have you today. So mambo ya kuelewa achana nayo manzi.
Hakuna kitu kama hiyo.
Hakuna kitu kama hiyo manzi.
Just calm down to your level.
You're in my shoes for last weekend.
You're scared. Baby, come. Okay. Sawa. It's cool. So maybe Paul, you can also tell us how was your week?
Wow, my week was awesome. I have some little kids that I'm teaching. One, actually, they are siblings.
Yes.
One is 8 years. I'm teaching her piano. The guy, the young boy, is 5 years. I'm teaching him drum sets. And they are making my day ever. Oh my God! After school, in the evening, they show up and like, even if my day was somehow bored, they really make my day. So shout out to them. I know maybe Mama Celine, you're letting your children watch this. Let them know that I love them so much. Thank you.
Shout out to you, Mama Celine, and your kids.
Yes,
Awesome.
yes. I'm bad with kids. Sijui kama wanaogopanga sura yangu.
Most
Ama
probably.
what's happening. In fact, kutoka nikatie dem akaniliza kama niko na sura ingine ama ni hii tu. Life has not been the same. It hurts. So a lot has been happening this week. Quite a lot of things. But maybe we can start with Ruto filing his returns, his tax.
Yeah, I actually thought that everybody in the country files their return.
Yes, but when a president does that, I thought there is somebody who does that for him.
Oh, he went personally. Like
He
hiyo
went
ndio ilikuwa
personally
news.
to the offices.
Hiyo ndio ilikuwa news.
Like yani ameingia where kwanza, if the president was to come here, yani akwambie nimekuja because I'm a fan of the show and I'm the guest, and it's just like you need to be ready. Maybe the notice was just a day or two before.
You see, in our country, in Africa, I don't know why inakwaga such a big deal kupata these big people ati wakitokea kwa streets kila kitu inafungwa. I hear in the States unapatana na Bill Gates akikula tu baga tu kwa barabara tu anatembea cause hakuna mtu akona shughuli ya mtu mwingine. But when it comes to Kenya, if at all a governor is coming to our county, everything is just shut down. Hata kama ulikuwa na job umechelewa unaambia sijui zungukie wapi. I think it's the high time that even mtu kama president kufile returns. For me, sikuona ikiwa ati big deal ati fine is a human being. Me hata sikuona ikiwa news, as in surely.
What do you
That's
think,
not for me. That is not news. He's just a human being like me. He's Kenyan like me. I mean, I also file returns, so
there's nothing special.
there's nothing special for me though.
Paul, what do you think?
I'll be honest with you. When you talk of a president, you're talking of a leader of not just a village or a town or a county, a whole country. Yeah. Someone someday said that if you'll ever see a president walking like they are broke, then be ready as the whole country to get broke. So you should expect I know maybe Washiragi Konyo may not agree with me, but what I believe to me, okay, he must show that kind of sense when he is in that seat. He must create an effect. In fact, if possible, the attention should be drawn in his presence. Because why do you honor him? Because when he appear in a place like this, even what you are about to say, you'll probably start stammering or saying something else, right? Because he is who he is at the moment. So I believe, to me, it's a big deal. Now, I think there we come to diverse roads, but let's agree on that.
And maybe you can also comment on Rijiji, a very able deputy president. He actually walked from his office to go receive the president after the president filed the returns. Akaenda akamlaki, lakini alitembea kwa streets akiwave watu shuare hi.
First of all, who takes these news?
He walked. People have phones, people have
He walked.
From yes.
Okay.
Did you expect him to fly or rather something else?
Drive at least.
Okay, let me say something. Well, sometimes we have, there's a leader. A leader is supposed to do certain things that show people that they actually live in a normal life. Like, for example, if the deputy president is walking the streets of Nairobi, fine, there will be that much attention. But it is okay for me. Hata nikipatana na celebrity ati hapa akuje sijui akayaje, there's a way people will behave around, especially rich people, especially around celebrities and leaders. Unapata mtu anakuita au sijui nini, there's a way they talk to them, even if they make dry jokes, kila mtu ana crack the whole time, anashinda kicheke.
When your boss makes a joke,
let me tell you something. Pana.
If Devi, our CEO, makes a joke, I have to laugh.
Not
but
really.
I need to protect my unga.
For me, I am myself. Mimi by the kama umenibo, and if at all it's like the vice president walking in the streets of Nairobi, fine. Jusi kitu tunaonaga kawaida. But it's because we are in Africa, we are in Kenya. Hizi vitu zikihappen maju, like the developed
security system in Kenya, a deputy president can just walk, and
obviously even if he walks without the bodyguards, kuna watu bado wako pale wameko huko ndani. There's no way they can just let him walk like that. Kama even Barack Obama, the president of United States, alikuwa anaenda tu anatembea kwa streets hadi first daughter yake si alikuwa na serve wase in this certain hotel. Watu wanakuja na waserve chakula, because that's one of the qualities of a good leader. We are all living in hard times, and it's a high time Kenyans start to realize that whatever life you're living, it ni normal. Yeah, let nobody ati watu wanaoneshana mapesa sijui nini waanze kuwa feel manze ni kama gods. They are not gods, they're human beings, only that they have like bigger cheo. For me, hata nikimwona fine nitaangalia, but itakuwa nimekaa pale nimeimi kama big news. Fine, wacha atembee, si hata yeye ni binadamu. Me for me,
and maybe tomorrow pale at Showtime utasikia 10 things you didn't know about Wachera Gikonyo. She does not number 9 will shock you. She does not care whether Rijiji walks to go receive the
I am already having a hard time with my life. I just want to go work, go home to my family. So whatever Rigiji does in the streets, that's his problem. I mean, me, I just want to go hustle for my family and for my life. Akienda State House ama akienda wherever, mimi nitarudi kwa nyumba yangu. Whatever he does with his life, that's his problem.
Hi, Paul.
For me,
help us here, man.
It's already getting hot and we've just started.
It's hot.
I on a key low understand her, because probably she is looking at the hardships that we have, and she is trying to show like those are not necessary things to be done.
Exactly.
But my point is this. You see, if we might try to go now on the other side, and I want us to understand in a broader way. Now, I'm sure if I would tell even my live audience here to just by the show of hand to show me those who hate His Excellency Honorable Baba, right? That is Raila.
Yes.
They would show up, right? Yes. But if you would go to individuals and ask them, does he have your debt?
No.
Have he ever maybe crossed roads for you?
No.
And why? All right? So I'll tell you this. There are those people who just hate you, not because they know any reason they are hating you. They just hate you. And actually they can't even explain. Because myself, if I'm asked, why do you dislike Baba? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. In fact, when I go deep to think about it, I comes to figure out now, he was even during the recapturing of our own country's independence, he at least deserves some respect. But I still find my heart hating him. The same thing happens. We may not all agree with what is going on, but the truth is, despite the fact that they are not now, let me ask her, and maybe this question I'll direct it to Wachera.
Yes.
Because we have hardship in terms of economy, does it mean now they should stay, scorning their face, so bored, living indoors, not even showing up until the economy gets well? Now maybe she can answer me that first.
Who exactly?
The people, the president, the deputy, should they stay indoors, like show that because we are in bad times, they also kind of show it?
No, I didn't say anybody should live a sad life. I mean, everybody should just live according to venye maisha inampeleka. Because I did not tell the president ati akae kwa nyumba sasa frown kwa sababu now because the economic times are bad. He is just like they are like giving these speeches that are making people tremble. Not really. No way. Everybody is just trying to look for their own happiness. Okay, with the rigid.
What she's trying to say is she
Kill 'em.
doesn't care.
I just
Whether
really don't care.
Whether the government is doing well or not.
I do care.
nothing
I do
changes.
care. I do care if the government does well. I mean, if the government does well, I'll do well, and the people will do well. But for now, everybody is crying. Everybody is just trying to survive. I wish even when Rigiji was walking in the streets of Nairobi, he was giving people fare. I mean, you know, like for that bus, I have
And
paid
that is
fare
what
for you.
Paul is asking. Now that it's not doing well, will you rather now they don't walk, they don't do stunts? 'cause
No,
it's not
let
doing
let
well?
them do whatever they want to do. That's your problem. I don't care.
She doesn't care. Wow. Okay.
It is that
it
bad.
seems this overtaxation.
It is just
this
too
high
much.
cost of living. It's frustrating enough. I don't know even where we will be ranked among the top countries, happiest people.
We are the saddest, and everybody is just running to social media to relieve their stress. So easy, you make a blunder in social media, and Kenyans know everybody is just on you. Their stress, everything,
But
because
we
it's
need to
not a
address
happy
the elephant in
nation.
the room, which is basically corruption. Yes, we borrow. Yes, we are taxing. Yes, we are doing everything. But what? Whoever is being tendered to develop decides to kula money. That means whatever remuneration that was to be gotten from the said projects is not coming to government, which is where we are straining. If we've asked for 1 billion.
Last few years of his reign, we are going to find out that he was actually doing a good thing. Probably he will finish all this debt. On the other side, probably I don't know if he's doing corruption, but I'm thinking that I want to take the whole thing positively. But the one I'm not taking positively is the 3% housing. What do you call it? Taxing.
Levy,
Yeah. Because you tell me that I'll be paying 3% for 15 years. This government is not going to be there for the next 15 years. If I told they are going to collect 3% from me, 3%, and then they tell me after, is it 6 years or 15 years that I'll be having my own house? And I don't know why they are forcing people to do it, because for me, I don't think I need that house. There's my house that I want to build. I have my house in my own head. So I don't know why they are taking from me. I wish they would ask somebody, would you like it, you want to be taxed for a house in the next, like 6 years you'll be having this, there's a guarantee that you'll have it. Instead of taxing everybody, then after like all those years you find that all this money itaenda tu kwa pocket ya mtu. We are not, how sure are we, like the huduma number? Imagine the huduma number. Do you have it? Do you have your card today? Nobody has it.
Paul is SMHing. He's shaking his
No,
head.
that was like a billion, many billions were poured into that whole thing. Yeah? But now we are still using identity cards. Nothing changed. Nothing
But
much changed.
they're even improving this. The kiddos being born, I guess, from when they'll be having their info uploaded. They'll have, I think, without a card, something.
Let us just focus on getting
They're saying
food
it's
to
another
our
do.
country, and let's just be stable. And out there, I can tell people, if you haven't like started agriculture right now is a thing. For me, I believe that agriculture is actually a thing that is going to be a booming thing, and also online stuff. But let us just survive, as in to survive too, because we have no choice. Because if the government wants to take it, it will just take, and there's nothing much you can do. You just have to live in the condition we are in right now. But it's tough, I know it, but it's going to get better.
In short, the gang is saying we take a minute of silence kwanza tuchoke kidogo na hii serikali. Alafu tuendelee, but anyway we are just hoping everything will eventually turn out well for the country. At least this government has been honest with us. That is the least they will have done. Tell us the truth. Where are we in terms of our debt ceiling, in terms of our debt, in terms of when they are maturing, what we can do. And I believe they've come clean, and this is just the hard truth Kenyans are not ready to digest, but we are hoping mambo itakuwa poa, iache kuchemka. Mambo iache kuchemka. So maybe wacha tu tuachane na mambo ya gava, and hopefully soon we'll be having hata akina Nelson or chapter 6, akina Emifas. A big shout out to you. I'm seeing you're following the show. Make sure we have one person maybe from the county government to help us at least understand what is this finance bill that is being proposed, because we also understand investors wametoka
Manze.
wanataka kuenda the economy. They are threatening to leave, and that means if they leave 100,000 jobs will be lost. So that is the conversation yenye tunasema the truth we don't want to hear. But anyway, moving away from siasa mingi and government, we want to forget onto some other rather sad news. I don't know how you'll take this one, but Sauti Sol, after years of being the best music group in Kenya, are finally calling it quits. They are splitting, and kila mtu kwanza afanye projects zake. I don't know, what is your feel about this?
Maze, I've grown with the Sauti Sol, their music kutoka temenyo alimba hii ngoma ya twende kahawa nikupeleke Java.
Lazizi.
You know the Lazizi song? Yeah. Okay, so nimegrown kwa jua. It's one of the best bands we've ever had in Africa, actually. And the fact that they are splitting, well, I feel that BN yamekuwa kwa light most of mi venye na feel hii story inaenda. I think venye watu naisikia wakisema anaona ni kama like BN alikuwa anaona ni kama anabeba watu sana, like ni kama ni yeye anafanya wa shine, so probably he decided to go independent. There was a time they walikuwa ameenda independently, so everyone like did their own stuff, and BN alikuwa sana alihit sana, so I think he got way too much attention from the people. So maybe wakaona yenyewe mimi nikiwa independent, I'm doing this and this, but I don't know why they're splitting, but I hope that maybe one day watarudi pamoja, but in most cases when a band ikisplit inendaga ikisha tu pole tu, sina kwa tu memory tu, and by the time you adopt to like each one of the artists wakimba peke yake to take time.
Paul, what
but
do
I
you
feel
think
bad
about Sauti Sol wakisema now I think we take time off, kila mtu afanye mambo yake?
Right, it sound weird to me because they are splitting and they were together. Myself here, I'm trying to make people together. So sasa hiyo hata inashangaza. You see, like actually many people who have been calling me, they are kind of asking, okay, we have an event, maybe probably a dowry payment, or maybe launching of something, or even opening a house, but they need a band. They want to feel that jazz, that folk music. And now you are telling me now you want to leave that and split and go with your one thing. Now if you are listening keenly, my guitar didn't have the beats, right? You would like to hear some beats somewhere else, probably produced by the drum sets. So I mean, it sounds weird, but also I'll also say this on the other hand. Time tells. Just like Washera said about the previous issues, which I don't want to go back there, that we believe with the time we will know what is it that it is giving forth. Because after all, you might, for example, think the way we have just said that maybe one of them thought he is the king there and probably deciding now I'll not lead this war. Let people go fight for themselves. And maybe you may find probably they split. For example, let's use a figure. Let's say there were 5.
Yes.
And then each one of them goes and forms a band.
Yes.
Do you get the point?
Yes, yes.
So they have done like what I like encouraging many pastors, and especially in our countries. Uh, Instead of holding many people, like if it's a true church, by the way, right? Not like for, so instead of holding many people in one room, make them leaders, make them preachers, make them to reach to
Ushers of
that,
men.
yeah, and let them now split, go and then form their foundations. So the same thing can happen on the positive side. Maybe they split and then they go form individual bands. It will
That
be
means
okay.
they'll empower other people.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point.
We are hoping that is what will happen, but I don't see them joining any other people. That's just my views. I don't see Ati Ben going to look for other people Ati they create a band. Ati host do what. Many people are really pointing fingers at Bien. I remember some time back Eric Omondi bashing him, saying Bien knows the secret but he's not telling these guys when they go solo. Bien yake inakuwa hit, wengine sijui what. I don't know. I just but I really like the Savara song Kill Them Every Day.
That's my
Kill Them
favorite
Every Day.
too.
With some ngombe huko nyuma. I think he did well. But now Polycarp is the one who plays guitars maybe on.
For me, the funny thing about me, I know Bien, I know what's his name,
Savara.
Yeah. I know Chimano, but I actually pay more attention to Bien because I think he's the one in the light and like he's the band singer. He's a leader of the whole group. Because the others are normally behind scenes, sana, but Bien.
Are you sure this is not because he's just all dark and handsome?
And
it has nothing to do with that.
Well, okay. I don't want to talk about that much.
Utawasho asubuhi.
And Andrew Kibe had something to say. Alitengeza tu video like I told you guys.
Yeah, I told you so video. And he had said this some time back. Watu they will split nini. We didn't believe. But
frustrated the policemen. The police people are probably one of the most frustrated people. Probably they are not given enough allowances. So that's why you find people acting like that. It's becoming a sad state.
Paul, what do you think? Woman conductor, fellow woman dragged out, manze showing the unmentionables hapo. Karao is just there, literally standing, doing nothing.
But is this woman all right? The one who was being dragged?
She was saying she has paid. The conductor is saying Jalipa. So it was by word against yours.
How angry can you get?
Now, this is the point. I remember myself, and I like being honest. I remember myself being beaten by my mom. And I know if she is watching, she can remember this. And I remember one time I reminded her and she told me to never again. She beaten me literally until blood came out of me. Because a fellow woman have come and told her, you know what, your son, I had sent my son with 20 shillings to go in the posho mill and to have the unga done. So he stole it from him. And myself, I know that I had not stolen. I actually was very young, class 2. But I was literally beaten until a cooking stick broke. That's how serious it was. So people of my nature can understand why this woman was being dragged. That simply can explain. Because the conductor deserved the 20 shillings.
Yes.
Even if it was 5 shillings, okay? Because you are there for that. All right? Then,
The hassle that comes with it.
yeah. Imagine you have just, we went, stopped it, went in, and you probably didn't provide it. Now, that even sounds so cruel. On the other hand, I also want to say this to you, that at times of anger, people do not have second thought. Maybe right now, the conductor is regretting or saying, oh my goodness, I wish I didn't do this. Because anger will never bring anything good out of it.
So if he was to be asked today, what was the issue? Anasema hormones.
That is the point. That's point. My mom, I'll be honest with you. My mom was this, or rather, now she is not, because I believe years have gone. Was this kind of a person, you have gone maybe in the streets.
Yes.
Someone, not you, someone else beaten you, and then you went home crying. She'll beat you. I know there are people who can relate with it. Washira, will you understand that? That's serious.
Well, you've said there is a time you were sent to come Dogo.
Yeah.
To go siaga maize.
Yeah.
Meant for ugali.
Yeah.
You lost the 20 bob.
No.
It was stolen. But they didn't listen to you.
It was another guy who said I stolen his 20 shillings.
That is why
he was sent.
Maize to.
He was sent, not me. He was sent to the posho mill.
Akakula do.
He did eat the money and then he said,
yeah,
exactly. My mom would not hear. In fact, this was the culture. And I know maybe my sisters will be laughing right now if they are listening. She would come home. When you would know you are being beaten. She would come home. Okay, Paul, have you taken food? Yes. Are you full? Like, are you full stomach? And we had deficiency of food. So when she claimed that you be added, including that belonged maybe to the youngest kid, that simply means the battle that you are going to meet will balance the equation. So that's serious. Yes. That's serious. But you can see, number one, as Washera have been saying, is that frustrations that have been happening. People are stressed. People are depressed. So imagine mom have been toiling the whole day, and then he gets you back home with funny stories. After that, actually, I decided to commit suicide because I knew I have not done nothing, right? But I said, now, in one way or the other, she will kill me anyway. So do you know what I did? Yes. I went and took a nail, 4-inch nail, and then went to the young guy who said that I stolen his money, and then forced the nail through his mouth to the throat. What? Literally. That? Yeah. And then I went back home. Now, he was taken to the hospital. Now I'm waiting. Of course, his mother would come and tell my mother what happened. And I was even imagining how my mother will come. I don't know whether you guys used what we call motoriro. For yeah. And it was a metal one. So I literally placed it near
all the parts by the name of motor.
Oh my goodness. You don't know about it or something? Yeah, I was ready. It is a metal pipe.
To
So
if you use firewood,
You kind of blow.
The three stone you
Yeah.
but
just,
No.
those
You use a metal, man.
yeah.
And it was
Yeah,
very heavy.
double now.
So I was imagining.
hiyo ndio atakupiga na
Yes. So I
Is it metallic or
yeah, metallic. So I placed it where she will come and see it without without keeping me so much. I was even imagining how she will hit my head and then I fall down, I die.
Your
That's
mom would use that on you?
But if the mom will do
I
that,
don't
he
think
had
she
already
would do that.
nailed somebody.
now
That part
Mouth.
the way how
Yeah.
old were you?
I was in class 2, even can remember, because in class 1 I was 10, so I was
Wait.
11.
11 class 2.
years old and you put a
Wait.
nail inside
If I'm not wrong, yeah, around 11 there.
Hey, not unless ulisoma standard 1, standard 2, standard 2, standard 2, then standard 3, 4.
No, we started with like you were going to school when you are so big, going to
like
nursery school.
primary school.
Not like
it was-
today you hear that someone with 5 years is already in school. To me, that one is tales. Those are tales.
Well, okay.
Time have changed.
Okay.
I tell you, time have changed.
Hey, so I think 20 bob is enough for you to be thrown out of a bus, by the way.
If she
And
didn't
this is
pay,
Kenya.
that is, if she didn't pay.
You can see Washera's face.
Not right, not right. I'm sorry. I need to explain to her. I don't say that was right, but due to anger that happened, if at all, the truth, after all, will always remain, okay?
Yeah.
Whether they are keeping on against each other, the truth will always remain. Now, if the woman had not given the money, I would say, honestly, she deserved it.
What if she gave? 'Cause it was,
Yeah, that's now the point. If she had given, then she didn't deserve it.
But if she didn't, she deserved
Yeah.
it. She deserved to be
No.
thrown
Yeah, in
out.
fact, much weird than that.
What? No, how angry? How angry can you get to drag somebody outside the bus in front of all those people outside
one of
the
the
road
passengers
because
will
of
wait for
20 shillings? I mean, I know the world is hard, but even if it was like even a thousand, I think a thousand bob or whatever amount of money, there are other ways of solving it.
That
I
is why
mean, you
want
don't.
to be my friend.
No,
'Cause you
I
can
don't.
pay
I
a
don't
K.
think. I don't think violence.
Hey,
violence
but
is not the best way to
think
do
I am
it. I
poor.
mean, no, you'd have. What? How can you
I am
justify that? That is bad. What? Really? Shut up.
I am manze. I think the next time we are doing my 3, I'll just lose my money.
Okay. Na pia
Yeah, with her, of
conductors
course,
pia wako
she'll pay.
please be paying giving people change. Sometimes somebody stays with their change and you're like, hey, conductors, you give me the change so that I'm able to think about something else. Because this guy has held on to your change, but when they're coming to ask for the money themselves, they're very rude. But when they're returning your money, they will take all their time. Sister nakupatia, najua. Hey?
And there has been a discussion also on those rogue conductors who've been like bossing people around, harassing others, and especially kama hiyo ya change. I think a lot of people on Twitter have been ranting, sijui a conductor from which lane has sijui roughed me up because I did ABCD. And I think it's high time traffic police managed this situation. And mostly in Nairobi, I don't know what is happening. Here in Nyeri, I don't think I've heard of any case. But where Nyeri is somewhere where you can be given character development. You cannot try that nonsense with Ninamo Turi, let me tell you. You will see fire. You will see fire. So I believe if Nairobi, the rest of the passengers wanaweza come together, wastopishe tu hii harassment because it's just a few people.
And people should know how to manage anger, manze. You cannot act when you are angry. Just know how to manage your anger. Everybody gets angry, but it's what you do, okay? It's what you do after you're angry. Just try to manage that because you might end up making the wrong decisions.
And
It
now
will cost
that
you a
you're
lot.
talking about anger, I think Ide, Samido's wife Wabori, nasikianga anaitagwa
Mutimia Aburi.
Mutimia Wabori, she's still on vacation in the US. Recently had a birthday. And Samido just ignored, never posted a thing. And everybody is here wondering, ama Ide amemfanyia ile kitu.
See, probably hakuwa na bundles. Anyway,
Samido, haukuwa na bundles.
okay. I'm finding Samido is trying to escape from something. I'm thinking if before Samido decided to leave his wife and go to Karen Nyamo, have you ever thought that probably Eddie did something to him that made him heartbroken, and he was like, wewe utajua mimi ni nani? So he went to Karen Nyamo, so aliangukia ule msichana mzuri, like she's a senator, she's beautiful. So have you ever yeah, she is what?
She's old.
How old is old to you before I like even
Like
continue?
compared to Samido, well, she's 40 plus. What do you mean?
Okay, nowadays does age really matter when it comes to marriage? Does it really matter?
It doesn't, but when you're Karen, it does.
But Karen is beautiful. She is a beautiful woman and she rich. So
Especially
Karen,
the money part. So, Samido, where?
so I don't know about the birthday. Probably they were just chasing clout. I don't think there's
But
any.
he unfollowed him.
But that's
Why
let me tell
only
you,
on my birthday at India hauna bundle?
some of these people, some of these celebrities will chase clout, and the more you keep on commenting and thinking about it and talking about it, the more they're getting money.
So you think
Behind
he's sure,
scenes.
like he did his game for this?
This is the mother to his kids. His 2 kids, right? They've been together for so many years. Then all of a sudden, on her birthday, he doesn't want to post, whatever, what's her name, Eddie, and following.
Unfollow.
They know that Kenyans are going to talk. It's like, baby, Samido, please, let's do this. Niko na form. Fanya hivi, wejifanya hata you're not going to post anything about me. Then you unfollow me so that Kenyans will have something to talk about. You have to keep on staying in the limelight because that's how you're going to survive. So for me, I think it's just cloud chasing. Probably behind scenes, they really celebrated. How sure are you? But Kenyans are just talking, commenting, and each comment you're making, pesa inaingia. I'm not saying you don't comment. It's always good to have something to talk about, but I don't find it normal. I think it's just cloud chasing for them. For me,
Paul, what do you think? Samido ana chase cloud ama it's really happening? Finally, Ide anataka kutafuta amuzungu.
I've not known Samido it is his nature. Probably you will come to know later. So let's not be bothered so much by others people's lives as far as it's not affecting us, especially directly. And those people, whether you talk about them or you don't talk about them, they'll keep on
what they do.
yeah, exactly, and they'll keep on they are recurrent issues. Now we will wait, what after that? Will we now come the next week and again continue the same talk? No, it doesn't make sense. It's high time we think. Actually, I'm sorry that I sometimes find myself so skeptical. I found some women who were sitting, next to the road, and there were these council people who get some money from the lorries which are loaded. And I was thinking, no, literally seated there at daylight, and probably they'll sit there the whole day. I was thinking, okay, what if they were given like these sweaters they could sew? Do we call it sewing? I mean, they get something to do. Well, they are doing something good, all right? But at least they are so much idle. Because the reason why we are sitting here is because we are in this show, and we cannot do any other thing because we are doing something productive. Actually, whatever we are doing, we are concentrating on it. But someone is doing something, like they are already expecting someone will even come and remind them, now you need to do this. Why don't you at least try to be productive? Rather than just talking about these people, thinking about them, being, online now and not doing productive thing.
So, like you've heard it from Paul, we should not make it our business to judge what you guys are doing. I think we've talked about you people enough. Whatever you decide to do with your private parties is your problem.
Ed is very, very, very I think since you said about you don't care about the president thing, I think he bought fully in your idea, and he is mad at it right now. So you don't need to be mad. No. Well, it's okay. Don't care, but at least don't get mad right now. He might spoil the show. Come on, he's getting
spoiling it. I remember one time I was driving to work in the morning. Like I was almost late because I had to deal with my kids in the morning. So
and me, I'm always like, I was walking to work. I am poor. I tell you, I am poor. Okay, while you were driving.
I like that part too.
Sisi wafutubishi, wacha tukae in our lane.
Okay, I was going to work in the morning.
Yes.
So I found I don't know if it's the DP was coming to Outspan Medical College, I think, for graduation. So I went. I as I was getting closer, a policeman just told me to like divert. I was like, what? It is just like you had to go, like I had to go around Ring Road, the whole of that road. Alafu tena nitokeleze sijui wapi. Then as I was going, I was like, why does it have to be like when these big people, just one person coming, and there's a person who's going to hustle for their kid, they have to use all that fuel, all that transport to work because one person came for a graduation. I mean, it's not like we carry bombs in Nyeri. I know there's security and stuff, but sometimes when these big people are coming, big people, let me just put in quotes, big people are coming to the county. Let the government also know that other people have other things to do. I have to get to work. I don't want to use fuel in the jam or all that. So when these people are coming to visit, let them also know that other people are still moving on with their lives. You don't have to close the road because sijui nani, sijui deputy, sijui nani anakuja. Wewe kwenda huko bana. I have my family to feed.
Today, Paul is saying it's like the show has anger issues.
No, it's not anger issues. The high time to tell them.
About Savido. Eva is here mad at Rijiji for walking.
We don't care, bana. We are already dealing with issues.
And now that we are talking about matters of the road, there is something I need to make clear. Especially you ladies, wale wanasongea watu nje, wa salon. Ladies wa salon, wenye salon zao ziko karibu na barabara, please tell your customers wakae vizuri jamani. Karibu mtu wa ndudhi atuue. So tafadhali, please, now that has come up, bebe wakae vizuri bana.
Mbona unakoga ukiangalia huko? Wewe si focus bana.
Si mimi, ni dereva ndudhi. Mimi am allowed because I'm not. Hey, by the way, you're not doing as well, oh. You're not doing as well. Anyway.
Noted.
No, noted. Mwafikishie ujumbe. Now that Paul has mentioned Jeff, I think he's a nephew to Samid or something, and yes, he was quiet. Then that ended. Now Fatso was actually acquitted. The investigations zilionyesha there is no enough evidence to quite convict DJ Fatso, and hiyo story ikaisha. Then DJ Fatso was in an interview. Kaenda kwa interview, akafanyiwa interview, akasema mambo mingi. Then there was this recorded phone call ya Jeff Mwadhi's mom, which alikasirika sana because well, they were calling her, it was before the show, but then they played the clip during the show as if amepigiwa live. But it was not live, so she didn't have actually the opportunity to actually ask Fatso questions on live matters that Fatso was actually commenting about, because Fatso alikuwa anaambiwa hii story, by the way, wewe hata ufai kuiongelea, ufai kujijustify, because already everybody, wacha tuseme ile court of opinion, they are pointing fingers saying Fatso bana, wewe you did this, wewe hata mbona unashughulika nini. He's went ahead to say hata ana quit muziki. Yani there is a lot of things going on around Fatso, akisema pia if he is going to marry that girlfriend wake unless Wakenya wamchangie. So we don't know if he's pulling an Omosh here or sijui. What are your views, especially on the interview? Walifanya vizuri. I think it was Radio Jambo or something.
Before I even go to the interview, I am imagining how Mama Jeff is feeling, like losing the kind of relationship that Jeff had with his mother. First of all, let's start from there. And I think Fatso, even if he wasn't like directly involved, he knew something like that. Lazima mimi naona kuna venye hewezi kuwa ati beshte yako ati umekuja watu hiyo vitu yote ina happen kwa nyumba yako and you had nothing to do with it. Okay, I don't want to say that he was involved, but mimi naona kuna kitu fishy na happen. And the fact that he played that recording when he did not allow Mama Jeff to do it live, meaning there are things he feared that Mama Jeff would ask him live na hataweza kujibu. So that's why probably they created that recording to create an impression to the public that we actually talked with Mama Jeff, but now mbona angemuuliza live, because najua Mama Jeff angemuuliza vitu zenye hako anataka kujibu. So I'm thinking that by that brand yake imeenda chini. Ukisikia akisema ati anataka kuquit music, kuna venye ni watu wengi wamekataa kuwork na yeye. So whatever that happened, but I'm just hoping that justice, man, the justice is prevail. And it's a high time our country, because hizi vitu kama mob justice zitaisha justice ikikuwa, because as long as the government does not bado vitu kama hizi zinafichililiwa nini, watu wakuje clean bana. Come clean. Kama mtu alifanya makosa afungwe, kama kufanya makosa fine, but for me I feel that justice should prevail. Enyewe Jeff lazima afanyiwe nini justice yake. And well, that's it for me. For me justice Kenya yenyewe inakuwa down sana.
because we already can justify that. We even ourselves, we know very well that with money, corruption is valid. The way you have just said it. Now, I'll be honest with you. I think I'll not get to your group of anger.
Yes.
Neither will I join you in the process of not caring.
Yes.
But I'll be honest with you. How many injustices do you think are happening in our villages, in our towns? Only that one, because it involve a celebrity, now you see it like, oh my goodness, the world is ending. How many are they happening right here, down here?
I think there are many. If
Yes.
you nailed somebody's mouth
Exactly.
and you got away with it,
Exactly.
and you didn't even discuss about it.
Let me be honest with you. Let me be honest with you. And here is the point. You will never, or rather, there is no any human judge, any, in this world.
God save
No
us.
human judge, not even that. The point is here, because actually even from the Bible there were judges. There were judges, right?
Like Solomon.
But there will be no human judge who will do these things at the same time. Honor justice and offer forgiveness. For example, you have just talked about what I did. I deserved punishment, right?
Yes.
Now, would someone come and tell me now he or she will offer justice to the person who have been done wrong, and then offer forgiveness to the wrongdoer at the same time?
Not really.
So some things have been must be foregone. I know it's weird, it's even painful, right? Some things have to be foregone for others to be attained, and that's what we live with. And that's why you see, I'm not preaching, by the way, but that's why you see, for the sins of mankind to be totally like finished, and whatever you do right now and you ask for forgiveness, you have to be you can be forgiven. That is, it's because simply God decided now, because I will not honor justice by killing all peoples in the world because they have sinned, and I'll not offer forgiveness just like that, because how? It cannot just come from nowhere. So I will kill my own son. So for you to honor justice and offer forgiveness, unless you sacrifice something else, not involved in those two parties. So you see, the same way, even if we will have these sessions, year 1, year 2, year 3, these things will never end. This is a world. This is a world. That's why you see that, especially because I believe you know about churches. What they tell people is that, you come to God, leave things of the world. How can you leave the world and you are living in the same world? What they are simply saying is, you will have to leave those things that you feel you would stay with in this world. Okay, it sounds weird because I would like some of the things, but okay, I know maybe probably Ed has that point in mind about the Shakahola thing, but I want to believe that the reason why that person can decide what they decide and they follow is because if you try so much to get sense out of anything in the world, it will never make sense. I know it's weird, Ed, and it is painful. Whatever, even right now, whatever you are doing, if you truly try to make sense out of it, you try to bring all divinity in you, you'll find out you can just stay somewhere cool, no people, no one around you, you just want to be cool. So I'll be honest with you, no one will ever honor justice and offer forgiveness at the same time. Whoever was insulted by the crime was insulted. He or she is normal. Now what do? We try our best. I know it's painful, but we try our best. As she says, if there is no enough evidence. Now, enough evidence would have been offered by the police department, or rather the criminal department. They didn't offer. Who are we? We are not even close to MPs who would probably raise an issue in the parliament. We are not. So that simply means we are mere people who are seeing things, who will talk, and let me say this, please. Who will talk, and then if another scandal rises up, we will stop with that. We start with the current one. That's what's going on.
Sawa. DJ Fatso, I don't know if really he's innocent. The only person who knows ni God. Kama ako innocent, I'm sure God huwa alali, but if you're guilty again, karma will catch up with you.
Exactly.
And mambo itakuwa poa. So lately there has been an online push for Wakorino watoe kilemba. I don't know kama umeona wakisema by the way, it's something that has been imekuwa online for some time at see necessary. Nowadays I represent I don't know if umesikia. First things first.
Nope.
You've not come across that.
No.
What exactly are they saying?
I would like to know.
They're saying that the people who tie turbans should remove the turbans. What?
Yes. I don't know.
For what?
Maybe we should start with what does it represent. Maybe tuambiwe na Paul. Then
For me, before he answers, I think everybody has their own representation. You're wearing that cape in town, for
Yes,
example, and then I come and just tell you, you know what? Toa hii kofia.
si lazima ubaange.
I mean, why do people like mind other people's businesses? Like, what is the problem with people?
Let them be.
Let them be. That is how that is their culture. That is their culture. I mean, people should just learn how to respect people's culture. And it is the high time people stop like this stereotype or I don't know, because a certain person, because they have a turban, just like Paul, they should behave in a certain way. There's a way that they should behave so that they fit in the community's expectation. I mean, seriously, are we still in that world, really? Huh?
Tumeachwa kidogo.
So I'll be honest with you. I would like to know why. Why was it said that way, please?
Why we?
It was an influencer, a Mokorino influencer. Ni wanakujanga kwa online. So yeye alikuwa anasema personally anataka kutoa yake. Na I think alikuwa pressure by the community.
Society.
The society. The other Mokorino alikuwa na dissect you. Unaona hadi siku hizo wengine wana perform in clubs. So wasa wanasema kama mna behave hivyo, just remove it. So nile anaezi kwa his himself anymore.
Wow.
They're just individual.
I get the point. That one is not a big deal. If you feel like removing, if I feel like removing mine right now, I'll go without. Okay? Because it's me who have decided. Yeah. And by the way, if you you care, I now that I will agree with Washera, she don't care. You should not care. If you were not there when I was having it, then don't care. I don't even stop you from getting angry from those people who care now. All right? Now,
thank you.
This is the point. This is the point. I believe everyone is founded by a certain belief.
Yes.
Everyone. All right? Even those who say they don't believe in anything, like the artists, they still believe. Because what makes them believe that they don't believe?
It's a belief.
Yes, exactly. Right? So, I'll be honest with you. To me, I believe turban does various things. Number one, it normally distracts people from getting where they are not supposed to be. That is number one.
In short,
it will distract
you're
you.
Passing there just next to 019.
Yeah, you'll be saying someone. Yeah, someone will stop you. All right. Unaona? Someone will stop you, or rather, even yourself, you feel no, I'm not supposed to be here. Not unless maybe you remove it or you cover it. I'll be honest with you. Here we are speaking about honesty. Let me be honest with you. It is well, you must stop laughing until I explain it, because I want to be very clear here. It is not a must.
Yes.
And I'll be honest
with
you.
That is a strong point. That is why I'm laughing. But
all right.
It's very true.
It is stopping you. Okay, this is
ukipitia kwa bukla jioni hata ukuwe na kiu ya pombe. Now you are having the turban. Definitely hawezi ingia because itabidi umetoa kilemba ili uingie.
Or you cover it, and na sasa nashindo when you put it in the pocket and maybe someone is tempted to know what is in the pocket, probably the soldier. Yeah, that's so. Now get this from me. Get this from me. It is a sign. It is a sign.
Yeah.
And if thieves were to come in a certain rental apartment, they want to steal TVs. What will they check in each and every house? An aerial.
Yes.
Now you can be having an area and you don't have a TV inside, so you'll be all right. No. Let's be honest.
That is very true.
Yeah, let's be honest here.
Karaoke. You didn't know this and you're a thief.
So I'm not trying to advise this here. I'm being honest, all right?
Okay.
A thief will come, check. There is an area there. There must be a TV inside.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
So, yeah. So what if someone gets in that house? They want to steal. And when they steal from your TV, they'll get away, probably just make you sleep or maybe have you some small beatings because you don't disturb them. But what if they get in and they don't find a TV? They can even probably kill you. How? You must have a TV. We are seeing the area.
Yes.
The same thing with an Akorino thing. It is a sign to show, like, you have exempted yourself from being in some places, from doing some things. Now, there are those other people, and I have heard this from people, that they are saying is a curse. Like, they are literally told by their parents, if you remove it, you'll get mad.
Yeah.
So, they will do whatever they have to do, but they don't remove it.
Okay.
Get it from me.
Now, is it true? No, it's not
Now,
true.
I'll not even say whether it is true or not true. This is my point. Those stereotypes should end as fast as possible. And as much as we are in Showtime and people are watching us, they should spread this as much if they need to have that genuinity of humanity.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest with you, I've been you find yourself in an airport, probably even if not flying out, probably picking someone, and then you get this random check, and then they pick a Mokorino. Now, I like to advise my fellow Akorinos. I know this is hard. I know you might get it weird. I know you may spend a lot of time to agree with this, but this is the only true thing. Is a guard who is trying to check, right? Probably you're an Shabab. They think, they don't know. And this is my personal view on it. I don't have a problem to allow him to check. I know that one may create havoc.
They want to like check inside
let them. Actually, I can even remove it for them. They want to check, right? They have. I'm a suspect at that moment. Now, why do I have to, to scramble back and forth instead of just letting them know I'm innocent, I'm a cool guy, and then walk away? Why create chaos? Well, we have Al Shababs, man. They have turbans too. I gotta be honest with you. All right. We also have another kind of religion that wears turban too. Sikhist. They have turbans. In fact, with different colors.
That is Indians.
Yeah. It is found in India. Actually, most religions are from India. So Sikhism is in India. They wear turbans. So how will they differentiate? I believe, to me, there is no need of, you become mad that they are touching your turban or something. They need to check. Yeah, go ahead. Check it. Yeah, check. Am I good? Can I go?
I don't think Amu Hindi will take off his top.
No. Okay. Let me. Ed, hear me now. If I see you to be, you figure the way people come, right? So if I figure you to be so disrespectful, now from that point I'll stand my ground.
Oh, I get so that they don't take advantage.
Yeah, you will not take advantage.
And you'll be like, come get it.
Yeah.
do people recognize you when without it? Have you ever maybe walked out without the turban?
Well, once from the bathroom, I was in a rental houses.
Where the bathroom is outside.
Yeah, and then I happened to wear the kakofia, the small. I don't know whether you know about it, but we have the small one now, the kakofia small, and then I went with it. So I think as I was maybe putting the towel on my shoulder, it fell off. I didn't know, so I came from the bathroom without. Unfortunately or fortunately, there were some people who, of course, were outside there. They didn't notice. And then when I now went and prepared myself, got out, they told me, hey, why are you closing? And we saw someone else entering in there. Are you closing someone in? And then there a lot of questions, okay? So I had a hard time to explain it's me. But now, it's high time we be honest. And I'll be honest with you. The reason why you find that some things even your mama told you doesn't count today is because they lied to you. They lied to you that when you walk at night, something will eat you. They lied to you. That's why today you'll find people, if you walk out here, I believe right now is at night, right? When you walk out, you'll see people. Because why? Those are mere lies which sometime people come to know.
So it's the same thing with these online people saying...
blah, blah, blah. If they feel like they remove... Actually, they don't have to come online. Probably, they can come, but let them come without. Let them not stop, this nonsense of I'll remove it. Let them come without.
Just remove.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. And let me be honest with you. This I can say to me, it's a calling. It's a calling. Ask me why.
Yeah.
Many people find themselves in family of Wakorino. So you don't have a choice. That is number one.
Just I found myself in wherever
you don't have a choice. But when you reach some years, the sense of choosing comes.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I once ran out of school for a good reason. Well, not a good reason, but anyway, but a reasonable reason.
There's no good reason.
That's the point. I'm sorry for that, but it was a reasonable reason, and I had to hide for about 1 month till that problem was solved. So would I have hidden with the turban? I was in primary school, class 8. I removed it.
So that you can come people won't recognize you.
I had a serious issue, and I knew that my mama would get mad at it. Actually, maybe I can just touch on it. It was a problem with I lost a book.
Yes.
It was a new book. My mama hustled for like a whole month. I was disturbing her every day because I was number 1 in school always, but I don't have an encyclopedia. The target, So like she went, borrowed the money, and she claimed that she would pay it through the doing of kibaruas, and she bought me the book. That day, it was stolen. Yeah. So I figured out, now am I going back home? And for the last 2 days I was going, she checked. I'll be honest with you, Ed, I had to run away from home.
So wewe huko unaandika kitabu like the way we used to pale nyuma, ukiiba hii kitabu utajua mbona chura hainaga mabawa.
My friend,
we used to steal so that we can see why chura does not have mabawa.
And surprisingly, I think the person who had taken it, when they realized that I ran away, and probably they thought it was because the book, it was returned in the 5th day. But you see, I don't have a phone. So I still had an assumption I lost the book. So I had to go find a job, that is to graze. In fact, I was asked, how much would you like us to pay you monthly if you are grazing for us? There are 9 cattle, some flock of sheep. I told them 1,000. Because I knew the book was worth by then 700, and then the bus fare to go back home 300.
So literally ilikuwa
yes. Do you get the point? And I knew I would be beaten. That is the point.
Yes.
And because of the previous experiences with my mom's war, I cannot. Now,
how bad was it?
Well,
but it's important.
I believe single moms out there, and shout out to them. They can understand the pain. They are the father. They are the mother. And then you get these nagging kids in home, like they are totally disturbing you. Actually, by the way, let me ask you. You're behaving here like you didn't see in the news some years back a mother who took the leg of a child and put it in hot ash. You guys, you didn't hear?
I mean,
yeah, because I don't, because of there is something.
How
can you eat for yourself when you have other siblings?
Let's
okay,
that is,
but it's real. Even as we stop about it, it's real. It happens. And I don't think, as far as we have those types of families proceeding to happen, because nowadays, it will always.
Like me, by the way, my father has always been there, and let me tell you, the beatings during my childhood were on another level. In fact, I think I was only beaten twice. Just 2 times. Ile kuchapwa. The rest of the times my mama was trying to kill me. It was attempted murder.
Come on.
It was attempted murders. But this hour too. Let us at least check out the feedback online. I can see S. Musiokandeti big up yourself tena sana. Anasema tupo site straight outer Moyale, always locked. By the way, huyu anakuwa kwa ile boda huko Ethiopia. So ambia hao mawarges bahali yage. I see Ken Amadi akondani, thank you so much, lecturer hapa KMTC. Thank you for ukuwa locked. John Alex Mbogwa, huyu ni Aleki ni aje, ananiambia Edusho iko lit, thank you so much, a big shout out to you, straight out Nakuru. Jack Morgan anasema tuko ndani. MC Mdomo Mingi najua ako mahali ana host Mogithi. Shout out to you mahali huko. I can see a lot of feedback. Emifas Mushangi, amazing work. Hapo wako sawa. Sam Mwendia, great job, but volume to cheze nayo, I'm sure we've already sorted that. Jack was the first one in, anasema tuko ndani. Thank you so much. Let us keep the conversation going. If you have a request you want Paul akuimbie, make sure una tag tu hapo, na atakuwa anafanya hivyo. Don't you forget, we are having a play on 1st June. The Stacey Walker interview, na itakuwa ni moto tena sana. Make sure you grab your ticos early enough. Alafu tumewasort especially for couples. It's a romance play, so tafadhali manze, if you can make time usikose. This one is manze, awesome stuff. A play by Sky Art, written by Alex Nderito, a writer. You can remember Alex from that tweet, we are going to burn down White House, and Trump akaenda kwa banka huko anajificha ati black people are trying to take over. By the way, that Alex is from Nyeri to the world. Alifanya Trump afanye ile kitu. So this is a play by him. You're shocked, you didn't know?
I didn't know it.
Imagine it's a Kenyan from Hahate to kwa Orea. He's called Wajohi wake Gogoine. Wajohi wake Gogoine is quite a funny character. Ati nicheze Agiginyani ni ya nani? Ile ya Sauti Sol. Surely. So Alex is making bold moves bana. Ni ali tweet akafanya Trump aogope, only for the FBI to go into their systems and find out it is a boy from Kegogoine. It was quite something. Alitafutwa na media, so a big shout out to you. So you'll be having that. Of course, we always remind you, when you need that photo shoot for your kiddos, for your friends, for family, Showtime Studios, it's the best you'll ever get. Manze, tunapiga bold moves hapo. Make sure unakuja hapo. Fair rates for everyone. And of course, each and every Sunday hapa tunakuanga na ball. But tomorrow you have a big one. Tell them what you're having.
Yeah, tomorrow we shall have the...
Mike.
Penny State University coming.
Pennsylvania
Pennsylvania University from the United States coming, and we're going to be discussing matters of health, mental health. We shall be having Dubs Africa in the house. We shall be having me. We shall also be having Wanjiru hosting the show too. So guys, you don't want to miss this out. Imagine kujeni Showtime, come to Showtime, let's listen. We're hoping also we're going to have a friend from some friends from West Africa representing Africa too. So I'm also looking forward to them participating. Even if you're not going to be here, we're hoping that you're also going to participate. And everybody out there, let's keep the comments coming. Let's listen to what you have tomorrow, because you have to stay sober, manze. It's a high time, manze. Tomorrow will be big, and I hope to see you. Thank you, guys.
Yes, and Paul, maybe last remarks. Please keep it short. Sports segment is up next, and I can see my director atuambia manze, you guys, there's a sports segment that needs to be analyzed here. So parting shot.
Usiniambie tunamaliza.
We have to.
Oh my God. All right, so I will say this to all of the fans. Thanks so much for being with us. Goals we have, goals we will attain, and the one that you don't attain, follow the one that you have been directed to it. Because and I would like to end with this. Myself, since I was in Form 2, I had a very serious goal of marrying a lady from Norway. Unfortunately, right now I found myself hooking up with a lady from Mwea. So
Musheng.
So that's one of the goals that, and I'm very happy. I'll be honest. It is not a must we stick to something just because, or rather be overindulge into something. So I want to once more appreciate Showtime Cinema, our fans, and I would wish to be here all time. Oh my God, I would wish to be here.
Thank you so much. It's such an honor. We are humbled. I think the hospitality is top notch. If you already feel at home, Eva, I think we are doing a good job.
Yeah, we are.
I think we are good.
Guys, comment hapo chini useme we are doing.
By the way, that is my home county, Kirinyaga County. So if she's from where, don't worry. Huko kitu mingi ni jua na mchele. In fact, hata kuna time jua inawaka hadi ng'ombe zinapoeshewa maji. Juu zinachomeka midomo. So like don't worry, Mwea is safe, but huko mambo itakuwa sawa sawa. Thank you for coming through, but of course we won't be letting you go without an extra performance. Then we'll be moving straight to the sports segment. Of course, keep it Showtime Cinema Nyeri on all social media platforms. Call a friend, tell a friend to tell another. Let us keep the conversation going hapo hivi. For my very able panel, Manze, asanteni tena sana. It's always a pleasure. And we are hoping there is going to be a lot of tea this coming week. So that we get to the dissecting everything nini, and we are hoping we don't talk about the economy. Manze mumetufinya. Mumetusukuma, yani hata literally tukigeuka Zakayo, tukigeuka by the way, here Ruto has officially accepted that name. Amesema yeye ana shida kuitwa Zakayo, yeye ako tu sawa. In fact there is a clip I had, story for another day. Okay. Anyway, staki kujiarika sana. So thank you so much, Paul. Let me allow you now uchukue gitaa tena. Manze, utufanyie ile kitu. I don't know if you have something special for us or for her now that you said love songs.
Maybe for the one in Mwea.
I
have to be honest. No, I have to be honest.
Hiyo ndio itago wa blue tick. Tumebluetikiwa.
I have to be honest. The problem with me, I work with in honesty. But I will sing in her presence.
Hiyo iko sawa.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
It's been real.
Yeah.
Special dedication to those one who are hooked up to their partners. There are days I wake up and I pinch myself. You're with me, not someone else. When you say, I mean, I'll make you feel. Everything becomes so real. When you love someone, you open up your heart. When you love someone, you make room. If you love someone and you're not afraid to lose them, you probably never loved someone like I do. You probably never loved someone like I do. When you say you love the way I make you feel, everything becomes so real. And I'm scared, I'm still scared. That is all I dream. Like I do. You probably never loved someone like I do. When you say you love the way I make you feel, everything becomes so real. I am scared, I'm still scared. That is all I dream. You still go by, even though make me smile. I'll stop the world if you gave us time. When you love someone, you open up your heart. When you love
usikose audio.
Welcome back to Showtime Live. Of course, this is now the sports segment where we get to talk about what went down from basically from Sunday coming to yesterday. Now that it's already Sunday. Of course, we always have the pleasure of hosting the one and only Yano. Salimia watu man.
Hope kila mtu ako poa hii Sunday. Ndio leo tunataka tuangalie what happened hii wiki imepita, the midweek fixtures, na alafu leo tutaangalia team of the season. Yeah.
Okay, welcome to the show. Of course, we are all about sports. Tuangalie tuone, by the way, what's happening. Today I want us to start from here in the country. An announcement that was made by Nick Mwendwa, I believe, is the FKF president, saying that this season there won't be a cash prize for the winner. now that kulikuwa na story ya ban sijui nini maybe you can enlighten us on that because it was a shock. Imagine a whole season and nothing.
It's been a minute. So basically cha imefanyika the Kenyan Premier League. Basically Kenya wamekuwa wamebaniwa na FIFA for a while. Si ati ni kitu imefanyika juzi.
Yes.
Wamekuwa wamebaniwa for a while. So basically that hiyo ban ya FIFA, what basically it means ni kumaanisha FIFA recognize Kenya Premier League as a competitive league. So kumaanisha like hata wenye watashinda they are not recognized juu ya kitu chenye ilifanyika ni basically FKF inafaa kuwa an independent body, lakini hiyo time I guess ni time yenye Uhuru alikuwa president, so venye gava iliingililia mambo ya FKF, so hiyo inakuwa like a no from FIFA.
When they have an interim committees watching over whatever yes.
Yeah, basically kitu yote kama hiyo ikiweza fanyika, FIFA huwa recognize that body kama FKF, wanaacha kuirecognize until they get their act right. So basically hata wenye wanashinda saa hii hawezi kama hawezi participate in kama venye kuna kuangana UEFA ya basically so teams za Kenya saa hii participate juu the Kenyan Premier League is not recognized by FIFA.
So that means there won't be anybody who will be relegated this season and there is nobody who will
hata kama watafanya hiyo mambo team za Kenya ziwezi participate competitions za FIFA.
So that means after around next season, that is when we will get back, now that the ban has been lifted. So I think this one is a blow. We are hoping maybe the CS Sports, maybe the president will at least come through with a little token, appreciate the lads for their effort. It's very unfortunate when a whole season goes just like that, and manze, it's like you're playing for nothing. It's sad, but at the end of the day, I think affairs need to be organized from the top, so that we don't find ourselves in this situation again. Which is not so cool. I hear we've also are bidding in partnership with a few East African countries to host. Is it Chan or which one? Or AFCON? I think one of those. I hope we get that one. If Nick Mwendwa and of course Ababu na Mwamba, if they do the right things, I believe tuta host.
Inaweza kuwa possible, but lazima kwanza, unajua kitu cha kwanza wanaangalianga ni standards za stadium. So basically kama venye Qatar wali host World Cup, Qatar waliambiwa wata host World Cup in 2010, and basically from 2010 hadi venye hiyo World Cup wali host, they basically spent 220 billion dollars like rebranding stadiums, kuhakikisha infrastructures and everything. They used 220 billion, of which ilikuanga a world record. Venye Russia waliambiwa wata host World Cup, wali spend 11 billion to prepare to host the World Cup. So you can see the difference, 11 billion and 220 billion.
That's quite a lot, considering there was even a temporary stadium that was put up after the last game was played. Banawali walihamisha hizo, I think zinaitangwa aje,
walikuwa natumia nikiona venye walikuwa najenga, walikuwa natumia containers kujenga.
Yes, containers, that is the word I was looking for, containers of so there was the first one, I think, was Brighton. would have held Man City.
Basically chenye ilifanyika hiyo game, Brighton walikuwa na 20 shots and 13 were on target. That's the first time timu yote imefanya hivyo against Man City.
The first time.
Yeah.
The rest have been bullied around, pushed around by Man City, which has looked like a super team. And we are just about to see whether they will also make history by winning a treble. I think something that only Manchester United have done.
Yeah, it's only Manchester United in the Premier League have achieved that, please. Only Manchester na hata shinda hawezi shinda tukiwa wapi.
I don't know what the rest of the fans are saying. Please join the conversation. Tell us what do you think? Do you think Pep Guardiola will upset the odds? Because saizi kila mtu wako tu like maybe he won't do it, maybe he's the one, he's the chosen one. 3 times in a row.
For Pep itakuwa the Man City watakuwa the second team ku achieve that. Nilikuwa nimesema hivyo last weekend, watakuwa the second team ku achieve that. Only Manchester United achieve that, na ilikuwa between 1998 and 2001, and the other time walifanya hivyo ilikuwa between was it 2006
to 2009 I guess.
Yeah. Man City wamefanya hivyo.
Wow, that is subject to confirmation. Of course, they already have one in the bag, which is the EPL. They are the champions, and they were crowned. Yeah. Remember even the pitch invasion, the stadium. They were excited. It was a beautiful ceremony. Then we have the FA coming up.
Itakuwa next weekend.
It'll be next weekend.
Yeah, at Wembley.
And of course, there's the big one. Champions.
On June 10th.
June 10th.
Yeah.
Okay. I think here it is subject to wait and see. We are hoping for the best. Pep, cheza kama wewe, wacha tuone kama Manchester City will be the new Kiburi FC.
Hajafika hapo bado.
Iano, the expert is saying, bado, come your kiddies. Okay, then there was on Thursday we had a match, Manchester against Chelsea. I'm sure everybody already knows the outcome of that, but many in social media were saying, why kill a dead lion?
Yeah, so basically, okay, naweza sema huo una Chelsea Todd Bowley, he is trying to do the right things with the wrong people. Yeah, so basically Chelsea wanafaa okay, niaje, wacha nikwambia. Basically sahi Chelsea they have 33 players. Na nao ni wenye wako hii sahi, wenye wako on loan wakirudi hii season ikiisha, basically Chelsea watakuwa na 45 players, which is not as in mwezi kuna venye team inaweza kuwa na 45 players. Managers
they're not doing their job as they should.
Yeah, basically kwa a good squad inafaa kuwa na 23 players, but after COVID hiyo number will increase to 26 players, and of which makocha wengine wanasemanga okay 26 players is a lot to work with, but 24 ni tunaweza manage na 24, but 26 ni juu kidogo, but tunaweza manage. Now imagine kama 26 ni mingi na sasa wako na 33. It's unmanageable.
Yes, and Manchester United went ahead to win 4-1 at home against Chelsea. Many people said that it's like they expected this outcome, but is it that Manchester United's form is back, or is Chelsea just
basically
in poor form?
Okay, it's a combination of both. Basically it's a combination of both. Manchester United tukishinda hiyo game yetu kesho yenye tutakuwa home, tutakuwa tumebreak record ya most home wins in a season. As in Eric Ten Hag atakuwa amevunja hadi record ya Sir Alex. Kesho tukishinda hiyo game tutakuwa tumevunja record ya the most home wins in a season.
And tomorrow Manchester United is playing against
Fulham.
A tough one, that one. Fulham have been quite something this season.
Yeah, but at the end of the day to go home.
at the end of the day mcheza kwao hutuzwa.
Yeah.
Lakini pia Waswahili sema mpira mpira udunda. I'm sure Chelsea, Arsenal, Man City fans are like, you dude, you will actually be beaten tomorrow. And tomorrow we are having how many matches being played? All of them. Yeah. Every team is playing tomorrow.
Yeah, every team is playing tomorrow at the same time. Games zote zinaanza 6:30 kesho.
And it's the last one.
It's the last in games za mwisho, so basically kesho.
Yes.
Games za maana ni wenye wanapigania relegation.
So top 4 is sealed.
Top 4 is sealed, Champions is sealed. So na Europa League is sealed. Yes. So basically chenye kesho ni relegation ndio itakuwa the talking point kesho. Teams zenye zina fight relegation.
So in short you're telling me Nduthi the FC will be nowhere. Whether in the conference league, the Europa, they will be focusing on EPL.
They are 9 points off 10th place.
What?
Yeah, they are 9. Wacha namba 7. They are 9 points off 10th place, off the 10th place. Na hawezi fika hapo hata akishinda hiyo game yao kesho, hawezi fika hapo bado.
Wow. So Southampton already relegated.
Yeah, Southampton.
Who else is going down?
So basic wacha kwanza hapo tutafika.
Okay.
Hapo tutafika.
We'll talk about who else is going down.
Yeah.
Okay, I hear also the ban, maybe, but we'll get back to that. Let's go to Germany. Let's go to Germany. There was a big one. Emotional damage. Emotional damage.
So,
emotional battalion.
So basically chenye imefanyika leo.
Yes.
Hollywood FC. By the ile timu referiwa to Hollywood FC, it's Bayern Munich. Hawakosangi drama.
Yes.
Na leo Borussia Dortmund had a good chance to win the title in the first time since, was it 2012-2013? Ndio walikuwa na chance ya kushinda their first title, but today Bayern Munich won their 11th consecutive title today. So basically na hata hiyo sio basically hiyo sio talking point ya Bayern. What happened now after the game, Bayern Munich fired their CEO, who is Oliver Kahn. He was such a great player.
Oliver Kahn was a goalkeeper. Very famous in the 2002 World Cup, I guess.
Yeah. And alikuwa CEO wa Bayern.
Yes.
And now after game imeisha na wamekraniwa champions, he was fired together with his sporting director.
Wow, actually that is
nobody expected that. Bana ndio wanaitangwa Hollywood FC, hawakosangi drama.
Musiala with the winning goal. Yani today Borussia walikuwa na nyama kwa mdomo. Then nyama ikaponywa.
For me Borussia Dortmund,
yes,
they are their own worst enemies. Basically what happened hii game, Borussia Dortmund wangeshinda hii game na walikuwa home.
Yes.
Of which before hata first half iishe walikuwa 2-0 down.
Yes.
But second half ikaingia wakajaribu ikaisha game ikaisha 2-2, of which that goal difference ndio imewakosea. Kama wangekuwa na goal difference kubwa kuliko Bayern wangechukua, but goal difference leo ndio imewakosea. Na okay, Borussia Dortmund tunaweza sema they are a young team with a young coach.
Yes.
Huyo kocha wao Edin Terzic ndio back then, was it in 97 when, was it in 97 ama 96 when Borussia Dortmund won their first UEFA Champions League, yeye ndiye alikuwa captain.
Yes.
Na,
as a player.
As a player, yeye ndiye alikuwa captain as a player. Leo wacha nikwambie Borussia Dortmund ndio imekuwa the story of the season.
Yeah.
They are such a good team going forward, but they can't defend.
So the defense is a problem.
Yeah, kuna game ilikuanga before World Cup iingia. Borussia Dortmund, siwezi kumbuka which team they were playing against. Yes. Siwezi kumbuka vizuri ilikuanga which team. They were 2-0 up. Dakika ya 89 ukiwa 2-0 up, how do you lose a match? And they lost that match 3-2.
Wow.
Dakika ya 89 game ni kwenda inaenda kuisha. Walikuwa 2-0 up na game ikiisha wali lose that game 3-2. Basically that they can't defend. They are their own worst enemies. Ikifika ni team to shoot themselves in the foot, count on Borussia Dortmund to do that.
And then there was, have they, I don't think they've won UEFA, they just made it to the final.
No, they have one Champions League in the bag. Na hiyo ilikuanga back then in 1996 ama 97.
So this other one, they just got to the final and they still lost it. After having a very nice run. In fact, Bayern Munich, this season they've not been at their best. This is the season where people actually thought Borussia will take it, but shock on people. Bayern wamefanya ile kitu. So Bayern have been crowned the champions of Bundesliga
for the 11th time consecutively, and that will be their 35th title.
Yani wamezoea, it's not news. The only news is that Borussia lost.
Yeah.
Borussia lost this one. And in Italy, Napoli, they were crowned some time back, I think 2 weeks, two weeks ago. They're the champions there. And of course, APL is Man City. France, who has it?
Kama sijakosea ni PSG walikuwa crowniwe leo, but sijaangalia vizuri. But PSG walikuwa crowniwe leo, they had a 6-point gap lead. So basically kama wangeshida game yao ya leo wangechukua.
Now we go to the before we come to your board. We go to the street motion of Neymar. He might come to Old Trafford if the Glazers wanakubali kuuza zile kuuza mani, wacha tuseme hivyo. Ati wakikubali that Arab guy asema he's coming with an impact, he's bringing on at Neymar kwa striker wetu. And of course we know about the injuries. What do you think as a Manchester United fan?
Basically
is Neymar worth it?
Basically Manu tunakwanga like we flatter to deceive kidogo. So basically hizo ni rumors, na hizo rumors sana sana zinatoka kwa kampi ya Sir Jim Ratcliffe. Ndio like ajaribu kuoneshana nani mwenye anadai the crown prince of Qatar mwenye anajaribu kununua Man U anaitwa Al Thani. So basically they are just rumors, there is no truth to that. Na ile transfer rumors zenye ziko na weight zenye zinatoka sana sana hata kutoka kwa kampi ya Man U. One of Erik ten Hag's target ni Mason Mount.
Yes.
And Harry Kane.
Yeah. And Harry Kane seems like he's coming to Trafford. And we've been missing a true finisher, a true number 9 for quite some time as United. I don't know if this will solve things. Where do you see Manchester United next season?
So basically next season, Man U wanafaa kuongeza like 4 key players and 1 key player inafaa kuwa ni a striker. Basically Man U hii season yetu we would have been in a much higher position kama tungekuwa na msee uko mbele ana score goals mwenye anasaidiana na Rashford ku score goals, but sahi weight yote ya kufunga mabao imekuwa on Rashford, of which mkitegemea mtu mmoja it's not sustainable.
Okay. Yeah. And of course there is also this issue if somebody else is coming in, Martial might be leaving.
Yeah, Martial is not reliable. So hata kama Erik ten Hag admire sana huwa admire sana Anthony Martial. Anytime anapata chance ya kuongelea Anthony Martial, he speaks so highly of him, but ile shida iko nayo na Anthony Martial, he's not reliable due to injuries.
Injuries. Just like Neymar. And you are to on and off every now and then. Maybe I can just now hand over the baton. Maybe tell us what is this on the board.
So basically,
how did you come up with this one?
Hii ni inaitwa team of the season.
Team of the season.
Premier League.
Yeah,
hii ni Premier League team of the season. Basically ni kuangalia the best players in their best positions. Anyway, it's my own opinion. Na kama unaweza agree na mimi ama ukose kwa agree na mimi,
uingie hapo kwa comment section tuambie who will have been added here ama ni nani angetolewa. But before that, let's hear maybe
so
hata wewe uko tu hivi.
So goalkeeper, tunaanza na mimi goalkeeper mwenye amekuwa stand out hii season amekuwa ni Alisson Becker. Hata kama Liverpool wako chini kidogo, kama hangekuwa kwa hiyo goal kwa between the 2 goal post kwa Liverpool ingekuwa another different story. So for me goalkeeper for team of the season mimi nimeweka Alisson Becker.
Yes. Alisson, Liverpool.
Na sasa tunaenda to right back.
Right back.
Right back ni Kieran Trippier from Newcastle. He has been so consistent, he has been so good. Amekuwa defensively he has been solid, and going forward he has created a lot of chances. So for me na amekuwa akicheza all season long. So for me imekuwa ni Kieran Trippier,
Newcastle.
Sasa kutoka hapo right back tunaenda left back, na left back for me nitasema ni Luke Shaw from Man United. Luke Shaw has been so brilliant this season. Amekuwa akicheza left back, na anytime he needs to deputize for Lisandro Martinez anaingia center back. So for me going forward he's so good, and defensively he's solid. So for me ni Luke Shaw.
Just apart from that own goal which was anyway.
Alafu sasa tunaingia center backs. For me the center back partnership ingekuwa ni John Stones from Man City na William Saliba from Arsenal. So hao wawili wamekuwa such key players for their teams, na venye William Saliba wa Arsenal venye aliumia, things just went downhill for Arsenal. So for me ni John Stones na William Saliba.
Do you think his absence might have cost Arsenal the title?
Yeah, his absence definitely cost Arsenal the title. Juu kutoka aumie, Arsenal wamekuwa hiyo kudefend na the kind of goals they let in, it's ridiculous.
Wow, too bad. Okay, so there is Arsenal in the middle and John Stones hapo hivyo.
Alafu sasa tunaenda CDM, central defensive midfielder. For me, hata kama watu wengi watasema Rodri, for me it's been Casemiro.
I knew that was coming. Everybody is saying the only reason why Man U secured a top 4 spot was because of Casemiro. How true that is? I don't know.
For me Casemiro venye aliingia Man U, tulikuwa tunasema yenyewe hapo Real Madrid wametu rip off, while alikuja Man U for 60 million and is 30 years old. So kila mtu alikuwa anasema we hapo Real Madrid wametucheza, it was such a rip off. But venye hii season imeisha, mimi sasa nasema he was a bargain. Juu Man U wamekuwa kikosa player in that position, na venye aliingia he transformed the whole team.
And of course we cannot fail also to mention the through passes, the
no look pass to Jadon Sancho, alafu Sancho akafanyia Martial hiyo maneno.
That was
such a good pass.
So for
and basically ile kitu imekuwa watu wengi waja notice hii season venye imeisha for Manchester United, amekuwa na 15 goal contributions, as in goal contribution amaanisha goals plus assist hii season for a central defensive midfielder. 15 goal contribution is awesome.
That is quite a performance.
Na sasa tunaingia to the two midfielders wenye wako juu ya Casemiro. For me ni Kevin De Bruyne.
Of course. That one you have to accept. Hata kama ni anyway,
Kevin De Bruyne,
pure talent.
Na Martin Odegaard from Arsenal.
Odegaard also, alafu the goals. For once nimesifu mtu wa Arsenal. It does not happen often. But shout out to Maina, manager pale Baden Powell. Blood wa Arsenal ule. Fan kabisa. So
for me,
2 people so far have made it to the top 11.
For me, really, they have been such key players in their teams.
Yes.
By the Martin Odegaard, he is so young, but he's such a leader for Arsenal.
Yes.
Na amekuwa such a key player for their season. Ikikuja ni goals, and he is the top scoring midfielder this season, Martin Odegaard. Na Kevin De Bruyne, have no words. Ni like self-explanatory for Man City. He's world class. The only thing missing from him ni to lead Man City to a UEFA Champions League. That's the only thing he's missing. Ndio tunaweza sema anaweza keti meza moja na the likes of Zidane, Xavi na Modric. That's the only thing that he's missing.
Okay, and akina Luis Figo bana.
So for me,
strikers,
right wing again nimeendea Saka from Arsenal.
Manze, brilliant lad this one. Manze, he's been so good, so good. Apart from the last of course a few games, but generally from when the season started, Manze, Saka has been very instrumental, scoring goals, providing them, very influencing games.
Yeah, for me kutoka ile time walikuanga ni Euros and then he missed that penalty. Kutoka ukiangalia kutoka hiyo time na venye sahi yako, he's been trajectory yake imekuwa ikienda tu juu and next season we expect big things from him. Hiyo ni right wing. Left wing obviously Marcus Rashford.
Yeah, Marcus Rashford mwenyewe.
Marcus Rashford from Manchester United, 30 goals this season, the first time he has done that. Na mara ya mwisho winger kufanya hivyo for Manchester United ilikuwa Cristiano Ronaldo, so big up to Marcus Rashford.
And I guess actually from after World Cup he's actually the I think he's almost the top in terms of goals, because the only ones that make Haaland were the ones he had scored before we went to that World Cup break. But after that, I think he's among the top scorers with hey manze amepiga job. Rashford mwenyewe, large up yourself, Manchester United.
Na obviously number 9 hapo mbele Erling Haaland. Na Erling Haaland amekuwa hii season break records after record. So basically hii season Haaland amekuwa na 35 goals. Let me put it into context. So Haaland has broken the record for the most goals in a Premier League season. So hiyo ni kumaanisha he has scored more goals as in kifika into he has scored more goals individually than 5 teams. Na hizo teams gani? Hizo team 5 ni gani?
Here comes the insults.
Everton hii season yote the whole team wamefunga 27 goals, Haaland amefunga 35. Southampton amefunga 28 goals, Haaland amefunga 35 goals. Wolves wamefunga 29 goals this whole season, Haaland amefunga 35. Nottingham Forest wamefunga 30 goals this whole season, Haaland amefunga 35. And obviously Chelsea wamefunga 31 goals.
Do the FC again. Chelsea all your goals together
ni 31 na Haaland amefunga 35.
Acha tukae kwanza vizuri tucheke. Hey Chelsea, hey this season you have seen fire. So I am happy. Cosmas Kirui, I hope you are watching this. You've had in fact that is why you are hating on Haaland. If he scored individually many goals kuliko timu yenyu combined, na mko na kikosi ya watu 100.
Atake ya Liverpool, Gakpo, Gakpo, Salah na wengine ni nani? Darwin Núñez, wote combined, wote watatu combined wamefunga 33 goals, Haaland bado amefunga 35.
How many goals did Salah score this season? Hajafikisha 20?
Hajafikisha 20, somewhere around 16 17, I'm not sure, but it's somewhere there. 17.
Wow.
So basically
interesting facts, and those are facts. What we Chelsea, when other people are speaking, please shut up. I know people will roast me in the morning. Shauri nirusheni mawe nitajenga nayo.
Na leo niko nataka kubig up team nyingine ya championship inaitwa Luton Town.
Luton, yes.
Leo wamesekiwa place in the Premier League next season. Walikuwa wanacheza na Coventry City. Wameshinda 6-5 on penalties. So basically wamesecure their first.
It was a playoff.
Yeah, it was a playoff. Wamesecure their first promotion since 1992 ndio walitoka Premier League, wakarelegatiwa since 1992.
They've never played in the Premier League.
Yeah,
and I was not born, by the way. Wow, and here I am, a grown man who can actually impregnate a woman. But it's good. Luton, congratulations Luton. Wow.
Leo ile game nyingine imechezwa ilikuwa Real Madrid versus Sevilla. Real Madrid wameshinda 2-1.
Yes.
Yeah, na ilikuwa like Real Madrid sai, big up to them. Juu wanajaribu kutetea Vinicius Junior.
Yes.
Vinicius Junior has been
a victim of ratio abuse from Valencia fans.
Yeah, na saizi Real Madrid wamepush hadi the La Liga president Javier Tebas imebidi take steps. Amekuwa akiangalia chenye ilifanyika, ilikuwa were they playing against Valencia ama walikuwa na nani, ndio Vinicius Junior akapata ratio abuse.
Yes, that it was Valencia.
Na before that before in the season ikiwa hapo mbele ilikuwa Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid.
Yes.
The Atletico Madrid fans walienda to the extent ya kuchukua doli ya monkey wakaihang kutoka kwa bridge na walikuwa wameweka jezi ya Vinicius Junior. That was not cool at all.
Wow, and people are saying, Vini, you should come to EPL. You just leave that Spain league there, come play your football. And it was a beautiful thing seeing people wearing Vini's jersey, all of them.
Yeah.
Number 20. And at the 20th minute of, I don't know, the game that followed, there was also a standing ovation in respect to standing with Vini Jr.
Yeah.
And the referee of that match was fired.
Yes, he was fired. Na Valencia wakafainiwa. Na nini fans wa stand fulani, hiyo stand imefungwa for 5 matches. So basically Valencia kuna stand mahali fans hawezi ingia, na hao mafans walikuwa wanalidio racism abuse. They have been arrested na they will be taken to court.
I think manze Italy and Spain still have a long way to come.
Loti amesema hatacheza game nyingine hadi season ishe, na basically season kuisha. So basically Vinicius Junior hajakuwa involved leo.
So that means manze and that was bad. Good thing ni ati already walikuwa wameshatolewa kwa UEFA, otherwise it would have been so sad missing Vini in the final if Real made it.
Na sasa wacha
interesting facts.
Wacha kesho talking points za kesho ni relegation yenye itakuwa the first game itakuwa
actually it's later today.
Yeah, later today itakuwa ni Everton versus Bournemouth, na Bournemouth are safe. So basically Everton chenye imekuwa shida
Everton. It's a must win for Everton.
Yeah, it's a must win for Everton. Hata kama wakiweza draw hiyo game it's not enough juu goal difference haiko on their side. So basically they need to win that game. Na chenye nasumbua sana Everton, it's not that they can't defend, they can defend but they can't score goals. Na sahi Dominic Calvert-Lewin is out injured. Hiyo game alicheza previous, Dominic Calvert-Lewin walked off injured. So basically tomorrow Everton must find a way to win that game to make sure they're secured.
So that is a big one. Later today Everton going against the Cherries and in a fight for relegation actually. So interestingly, we might just see Everton manze wakishuka daraja, which will be it will be quite sad. Merseyside Blue being relegated, and we won't have their derby with Liverpool, which is always something.
Hiyo timu nyingine yenye ina fight relegation ni itakuwa ni Leicester versus West Ham. West Ham are safe.
West Ham are safe. They've relatively had a good season, though hapa mwisho I don't know what happened.
So basically West Ham they are looking forward to the final ya UEFA Conference League. Wanacheza finali against Fiorentina. Na so basically kesho West Ham hawezi anzisha their best team, ndio juu wanaogopa injuries.
There is something they want.
There is something they want. But sasa Leicester kwenye inatuletea shida, they can't score goals and they can't defend. So basically that's not a good combination. Na so Leicester tomorrow they must find a way to win. Na wa hope the best and they hope results kwingine
they favor them.
Na hiyo game ingine, the hardest game to call itakuwa ni Leeds United versus Tottenham. So basically always predict when hiyo game itaenda. Leeds will be at home, so huwezi jua ni Leeds gani. Basically cha imefanyika hii season, Leeds walikuwa nacheza na Jesse Marsh. And Jesse Marsh, ukiangalia the way he plays football, it's an attacking way of playing football. Yes. Lakini sasa juu kulikuwa na shida kidogo, wanaogopa relegation, they brought in Big Sam. Big Sam ni Sam Allardyce, na Sam Allardyce is known ni msee wa ku sit back and defend. Na sasa so basically cha imefanyika ni Leeds players wako a little bit confused juu wamezoea this style of football, alafu kuna mtu mwingine amekuja with a new style of football. Yeah. So basically that will be a hard game to call, na hatujui kama hatujui venye kutaenda kesho hapo.
So tomorrow all the games are being aired at from 6:30 p.m. All of the matches.
Yeah,
most interesting is battle for remaining at the top.
Yeah.
Arsenal, you were saying something?
Hizo games zenye zitakuwa kesho ni Arsenal versus Wolves. Game ingine itakuwa Aston Villa.
I'll say Arsenal win.
Aston Villa Brighton. Aston Villa
Brighton win.
Aston Villa wanajaribu kupata place ya Conference League, so basically I might go for an Aston Villa win.
Okay.
Hiyo ingine itakuwa ni Brentford versus Man City. I will go for a Man City win 2-1. Chelsea versus Newcastle, obviously Newcastle 3-0.
No room for peace. Chelsea. Ay. At 3-0. I hope to see that come to life. Manze, you Chelsea people, you won't sleep.
Crystal Palace versus Nottingham Forest. I'll go for 1-0 Crystal Palace.
Yes.
Everton versus Bournemouth. Everton will grind out a 1-0 victory. Leeds versus Tottenham. It's hard to call that game, but I'll go for a 1-1 draw. Leicester versus West Ham. I'll go for a 2-1 victory to Leicester. Manchester United versus Fulham. I'll go for a 1-0 to Manchester United. Southampton versus Liverpool. I'll go for a 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw with Southampton already relegated. In short, that match is very unnecessary. if we can put it like that. Any other insight coming through?
Na sasa fun facts tumefika kwa
fun facts.
Sasa niko na swali moja. Why do clubs have United in their name? As in kuna Leeds United, Man United. Why do clubs have United?
By the way, that is something I don't know. I don't want to attempt. Chatu niseme, I don't know.
So basically,
Schoolers.
United. So basically, kuna different reasons why teams use the word United in their name. First example is used when two different clubs come together to form one club. Basically kitambo kidogo, example ni Newcastle United. Newcastle United kitambo kulikuanga na Newcastle West End na Newcastle East End. So basically the two came together to form Newcastle United.
Oh, that's how United. So sisi
that's one of the reasons.
Tunajiita Ruare United. We know nothing.
So hiyo ndio one reason kwa nini teams zinatumianga jina United in their name. Another reason is to represent togetherness. So kitambo kidogo.
At least that one I'll have guessed. Lakini siko nataka kuattempt isikuwe ni CEO.
So basically kitambo example ilikuanga ni Leeds United kitambo ilikuwa inaitwa Leeds City. Na sasa kukakuwa na shida, walikuwa na clash sana, kulikuwa na financial problems na walikuwa na clash sana na FA ya England. So fans na players your team like FA walikuwa sha scrap your team, but the players and the fans wakakuja together, they fought for their club na wakapata club yao tena, club ikarudi tena. After that they rebranded it to Leeds United.
Oh, awesome.
Another reason is to represent new beginnings. Yani siwe ni fan wa Man U?
Yes.
Ni jina ya before Man U anza kuitwa Man U, jina yao ya kwanza ilikuanga gani?
I don't know. See, they've been Man U ama walikuwa wanaitwa aje?
They were rebranded Man United in 1902. Man United was formed in 18...
Now you wanted me to nikuwa najua something that happened before 1902. Yeah, by the way, clearly I don't know my football. School me.
Man U were formed in 1878. Na venye waliformiwa 1878 walikuwa naitwa Newton Heath.
Newton? Heath.
Yeah. So basically venye ilifika 1902 Man U walikuwa na face bankruptcy. Na after umepigana na hiyo bankruptcy na team yao ikarudi, the new owners
pata pesa and they are back up and running.
Venye the new owners wa Man U venye waliingia waka decide to rename it Manchester United to represent new beginnings.
Oh, so there are three ways. One, togetherness. two, when you're rebranding, if I'll say that, when you're and then there is two teams merging together to form one. Too bad ya side ya Liverpool ilikuwa ni kusplit. Kuna wenye walienda wakakuwa Everton na wengine wakabaki Liverpool. There is all that story. Please able to, because I have scattered facts. Ndio hiyo labda next time utatu explainia how that came to be, because
so next time tukipatana itakuwa the transfer season. Na next time itakuwa sana nataka kuongelelea how small teams wamekuwa successful, basically football. Kuna teams kadhaa waliiba concept from baseball. Inaitwa Moneyball. Sijui kama ushaisikia hiyo kitu. Moneyball.
I've heard.
So basically kuna teams kadhaa zinatumianga hiyo system inaitwa Moneyball. Teams kama Liverpool, Brentford, Ajax na Benfica, just to name a few, wamekuwa kitumia hiyo system inaitwa Moneyball na wamekuwa successful. Basically next week nita explain how Moneyball works.
Wow, so keep it here. Next week unasikia there is a lot of insight still coming through. Whether the league will be over or not, we will still have interesting sports facts and analysis always on Showtime live in our sports segment every Saturday. Thank you so much, Yano, for coming through. Of course, we've seen your first 11 this season. If you have anything to contest this, please pale kwa social media platforms, ingia hapo kwa Facebook, tuambie, do you believe in this first 11? Starting with of course Alisson Becker as the goalkeeper,
Kylian Trippier
right back,
John Stones center back with William Saliba. Left back will be Luke Shaw. Central defensive midfielder Casemiro. The two midfielders with Casemiro is Kevin De Bruyne and Martin Odegaard.
Yes.
The right wing we have Saka.
Yes.
Left wing we have Marcus Rashford, and the number 9 is Erling Haaland.
Yeah, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. First 11. Of course, me, I don't think I'll change anything here. Maybe just the left back, and maybe the rest. Na pia hapa, I'm not sure whether I'll give Rashford that position, but it is what it is. And of course, on Showtime, we always tell you, we are the kings of exclusive stuff. Kabla nijiume ulimi
Kidogo, please.
I allow you.
Yes, please.
Aki Manchester United. We. Mutatualiza bwana.
Yes.
Respect. It's packed. Uko sawa? And of course we have a surprise, because Iano, the person really helping us analyze all the sports with all the facts, ni birthday boy siku ya leo. Happy birthday to you, Iano. Yeah, big shout out to you, manze. Cheers to many more. Cheers to more life. It's beautiful having your birthday during your show. Manze, sijui whether me and my audience will try kunini. No, we'll ask Paul to sing a happy birthday. Sindio? Paul will help us sing a happy birthday song to you. I don't know if we'll give out your M-Pesa number. So that we can have something for you. Manze, definitely. Lazima tufanya kitu. Happy birthday, bro. Manze, we celebrate growth, we celebrate being here. Nini good health, manze. Hatuna makesi, manze. Manze, a big shout out to you, manze. Happy birthday. And najua hii si watu wengi walikuwa na expect, by the way. So shout out to you. And now before to imbiwe, because lazima uimbiwe happy birthday. So before Paul akuje through, we want to say thank you to everyone who's tuned in from all over the world. Wale wa mama wangu nasemanga wa Dubs na Qatar, asanteni sana. Asanteni for always tuning in. Na munitoe huku jamani. Munitoe huku jamani, hata mimi nataka kutravel. Of course, vile tunasemanga pale Showtime Studios, for all your photography needs. Make sure unakuja una pull up. The rates are very fair. We are having a super duper play coming through on 1st of June. That means it's Madaraka Day.
Yeah.
1st of June. 1st of June, Madaraka Day. Of course, kujeni muone hiyo play. We have a special rate for couples. Na tunataka hii place ikue full house. So the Stacy Walker interview, a play by Sky Arts Productions. So make sure manze una come through. Awesome actors, amazing director, and the writer pia ako on point vile ujaiona. So hapo sawa, and always catch a movie right here. All your movie dates are sorted. Unakuja hapa big screen 200 inches manze, unakuja una enjoy hiyo feeling manze na popcorns. Tuache hizi stories za ati panda nduthi ukuja home on a first date. Anakuja kufanya nini yangoa wewe? Make sure unamleta movie date hapa, I enjoy manze, it's a beautiful place. Mambo iko tu sawa sawa. Of course we also have PS Sundays, but tomorrow we are making an exception because kuna watu wanakuja kutoka majuu. Kuna watu wanakuja kutoka Mayolo. Na juu ya hiyo story, I am officially single. Nimerudi soko. Tafadhali my mzungu buddies. So thank you so much for always tuning in. It's been real. I've been your host Moturi Ed. Of course, for the ladies, have a very beautiful night. For the gentlemen, you can sort yourselves. In the meantime, Paul, happy birthday song for Iano as we wind up. Watu wangu, kwa heri na asanteni nyinyi wenye mmecomment manzi. Respect. Paul, take it away. Mushikia akuimbie. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Iano. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, man. Live long to celebrate and to blow many candles as possible. Na tunangojea keki after this. But sasa juu online hawatakula, itabidi tumeikulia na hapa nyuma.
Asante, nimeshukuru. Tafadhali msinioshe, niko allergic to maji.
Asioshwe.
Asante.